there.
Did he drop to his knees? Pause.
Yeah, and the dove went up in the air and hit the floor dead.
What? No,
Yeah.
you
Am I wrong?
No, it's not even that you're wrong. You just missed the bit before.
What happened?
Where they said, did he drop to his knees? This guy was doing some mad thing over his, like, chanting. He had the Bible in one hand, was chanting. Gene said him and Wolf kind of stepped back like, "Raw,
Of
what's
course,
this?"
I don't want no part of that.
They said they chanted, and then they told him to go into the cage, grab the dove. No. Said he dashed it in the air, and they said they were expecting to see it fly off.
Get Gams?
No.
They said,
Yeah. Should be love. Fight for.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan
Welcome to the Drizzy and Morgan show. Yo, I go by the name of Morgan Heights.
I go by the name as Drizzy.
What's going on?
I'm not Drizzy Freckles.
Yo. People,
Hey.
he goes by the name of Tiny T, Tyreek, my cousin Ty. You've met him on the episode before. He's filling in for Drizzy. Welcome, Ty.
Always good to be here.
First of all, I tried to call Drizzy today, no answer. He told me that he couldn't make the show, so that's calm. He didn't tell me why, and I'm questioning it.
Shifty.
Like, I don't want to spin narratives, like that, because he'll get upset.
He'll get upset,
and then he'll
Can't defend himself.
Yeah, all that. So I'm not going to say too much, but yeah, bro, like, where are you, bruv? What's going on? Shout out to my boy Drizzy anyway, regardless.
Big up
Done know
Drizzy
the done know.
Freckles.
He couldn't make it today, but he will be back on the next episode, and he'll explain why at some point, I'm suppose.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of have to still.
He's going to have to.
Yeah, he has to.
This is your home away from home.
It is.
Sit back and relax. Don't worry about that right now. I want to basically say this, because this is a special episode. We have a guest, people. We have a guest.
Big.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dons and donettes, I want to say, everybody, put your hands together for Larizzle. Wagwan,
man. Good to be here, man.
Yo, you made it.
I made it.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you, my brother. We've got a lot to talk about today.
I'm excited.
Yeah, brother.
Excited.
Like that.
Man.
I don't want to say too much to Larizzle right now, but this Donny here, it's a weird connection we've had for a long time. A little bit of football.
Yep.
A little bit of music.
Yep.
Raving.
Yep.
And where you just... We haven't really chopped it up on a real level.
We haven't yet.
But we're going to do that today.
Paths always cross.
But paths always cross.
Yeah.
But I think that we're going to do that today. We've got
Good. Deep dive.
Pause.
Pause.
Early.
Early.
Man said it wrong. Deep diving. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Say nothing. I want to say big up to Jojo Montana, the great cameraman extraordinaire. My guy makes us look special. You know the done know. Ghamzeh in the building, people.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Gams.
Yes, good to be back.
Yeah. You know you, yeah.
Go on, tell him.
I remember before Ghamzeh was going to be a host on this show, and she was going to coordinate. She was like, I don't know what. I'm not sure. I'm a bit. I'm not sure. Can I really? Adapt to this.
Yeah.
First episode, yo!
Straight in.
I was like, wait a minute. I said, okay, what did I miss? Ever since then, she's just adapted so well. Nice. She's a great part of the show. She's got good energy. She's got good vibe. She's a character. So yeah, she's gonna get involved in a lot of the conversations today. Nice. Yeah, man. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm very
How is
good.
things?
Good. I can't complain. Life is good.
Yeah, man.
Life is good.
You look like the father role is.
Yeah, it's doing me good.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. I said again,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
My
man.
boy now though.
Looks like you.
Big boy as well, innit?
Yeah. You like just yamming food. And,
Constant.
Constantly.
Eat, sleep, repeat. Yeah, man. But he's a happy baby, man.
Love. How are you?
I'm great.
Man, like Larizzle.
I'm great. A little tired, but I'm good, man.
Yeah. Was you out? You was out yesterday.
I was out.
I saw a flyer.
I was playing. No. It was a private event actually.
Was it the workshop thing?
So that was what day was yesterday? Saturday. So the workshop was Friday.
You're doing too much, bro. Chill out, man.
It's a lot.
What was you doing yesterday?
Yesterday was a private birthday party in North London at the Standard Hotel.
Yeah.
Really cool, actually. There was a special guest PA from Deeney as well. And I think I played 4 hours.
4 straight.
I like them.
Love it, though.
I love a long shift.
Yeah,
you really get to take people on a journey that way. You know
bro. Obviously, like, because I kneugh he was coming here today, I was preing up all the videos and mixes and everything. But we got to talk.
We'll talk.
I
Also heard through the grapevine, you're not here in a couple of days?
Yeah, I'm flying tomorrow actually to Bali.
Yeah. What Russell Simmons is?
Do you know what I mean?
Bro.
I had to look and was like, wait, hold on. Where
You and Russ on, bro.
where do I get a ticket?
Man, they're going Bali now. What that's for work?
That's for work. Yeah.
Say nothing. Yeah. Because I had Bali and then Uncle Russ is doing a lot over there.
A lot.
Trying to escape.
Yeah, trust me. Low key. Live indictment free. No extradition. Allegedly.
Gams, because we got so much to do today. Can you let us know what we have in store, please?
Right, we've got a killer lineup today.
Come on.
We're diving into, Diddy's latest legal drama.
Yeah.
And the new Shyne documentary. Plus Skepta. Let's take a moment. Skepta's thoughts on why hip-hop's gone soft. And April Jones' take on whether women should split the bill on dates. We'll also discuss Troy Deeney's hot take on Mohamed Saleh.
Salah.
Oh, I don't even know football. Why are we even talking about football?
Salah.
Don't talk to me like that.
I know.
The scandal referee David
Coote.
I knew that. And surprisingly, deleted scenes from Gladiator 2 featuring Denzel Washington.
Okay. All right, so we got a lot to get through, brother. You know what I mean? So let's get it cracking.
Let's go.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan show.
The Humble Shyne documentary on Hulu.
Honorable.
Is it the Honorable?
The Honorable.
The Honorable, yeah.
That's what I said. Just released.
Yeah, literally a couple of days ago.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Saw it?
Front to back.
Have you seen it, Larizzle?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so we don't want to give too much away.
Okay.
But we'll definitely give you some insight into it. Incredible documentary.
Easy watch.
Really easy watch.
Easy watch.
You know, with Shyne, he kind of, it's a weird thing where he kind of slipped through the cracks. Pause. He kind of like didn't really get that
Shine. For lack of worse words.
And so it was interesting to see his story, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And like, it's in an incredible story. Something that
It's a real redemption story.
It's a movie for me.
Yeah.
100%.
You could that could have been in cinema.
100%.
You could have watched that for real. Like,
Born November 8th, 1978. So he's a year younger than myself.
in Belize.
And when I was looking at the doc and I noticed the scenery of what Belize looked like, it looked like yard. It looked like Jamaica.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it's just it's like just near Mexico, that area.
So they're considered Caribbeans, but they're like that Central America,
Yeah.
so like Cacao and those kind of places where they're like not quite really in the Caribbean, but it's like Central South American. So like
The accent and everything.
It's a little. It's nice though. I can't lie.
Yeah, I would like to go.
Yeah,
as long as I don't get shot out there and I'm calm. Like.
Well, if you watch Jay Prince,
he's over there regularly.
Over there,
No. But yeah, amazing doc. A few things that really stood out was his relationship with his father. He didn't have a great one at the beginning, which is
normal.
It's
normal.
But it leans over to seeing how his life panned out at the beginning. You could see that loss of a father figure was needed. Because his dad was a politician. Was he Prime Minister?
And uncle. His dad and uncle.
Yeah, Prime Minister and politician of the country. Yeah. Wow. So in that sense, you've got a good start, to be fair. Yeah. But again, his mum and dad didn't work out. His dad
they were never really a thing, were they?
No.
He was just a side baby, unfortunately.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And so then his dad got married to and had another family of his own. You know them. You know them, man.
And the wife was like, "We're not doing this."
And
the wife said he can't be on the birth certificate. Nothing.
Crazy.
Wow. Crazy.
So he kind of was abandoned at the beginning, and his mum moved, which is another typical thing Caribbeans do. Yeah. Parents move first, children move afterwards. So his mum went to America, paved the way for him, and then he lived with his uncle and auntie for a little while, and then they sent for him. He's moved to America, and now we're in the Bronx. Is it Brooklyn or Brooklyn? Brooklyn. Is that not the same thing?
Let's not do this.
Yeah, say nothing. Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah. And he grew up, became a little bit of a troublemaker.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
His boy in the doc said he was the hoodlum.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that and, you know what I mean, make it, but
it was there. It's there for like, you know.
He was a hoodlum. And so a couple of altercations in that area, in that kind of time frame where he got shot.
Yep.
And then his mum got really scared and was like, look,
you got to fix up.
And so he kind of took another direction, went back to school.
Yeah. Because he started off, so to jump back, he started off actually being all right.
Yeah.
And then he got mixed up in the neighborhood, went left, and then after that altercation.
There's a robbery somewhere going on, right?
So, yeah, it was like one of his neighbours got robbed.
And he tried to get involved.
Went to go sort it out. Then he was walking down the strip. The guys see him and was like, oh, it was you. It was you. So then they jumped him, but then he was getting the better of it. And then one guy pulled out the blicky.
Yeah.
That was that.
And he got shot in the
shoulder, not too far from his heart or something.
Wow.
It's weird, yeah. It's like when I look at those kind of stories, it's that similar thing where it's like adversity to
the rise,
you know
rise of the phoenix. Almost.
I'm not trying to get shot just to become. You know? I don't care, bro. If I'm like there, cool, and I don't get shot, I'm calm.
I'm good. I
don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, 50 got it 9 times, brother.
Yeah, but you get 9 and you end up with 500 mil. You get me? You know?
Yeah, but you first. I see how you get along with that.
Bro, you're my big cousin. You got to take lead.
So fast forward, because I don't want to give away too much because we haven't watched it, but I didn't know there was a bidding war for him.
The first artist ever without a single to be involved in a bidding war, and we're talking about a real bidding war.
Millions
before the million deal albums contracts were coming out.
Yeah,
between who and who?
Everyone.
Bad Boy.
Interscope. Like Jimmy approached him.
Wow.
Chris Lighty. That was Entertainment at the time, right?
Yeah. Def Jam approached him.
Yep.
Like everybody was like.
So what had they seen of him before this bidding war started?
So
if he hadn't.
What I remember, without saying too much, especially back then, they used to have street teams around in New York. Mm-hmm. So there'd be vans that would go around, give out merchandise, but let you know when shows are coming up, etc. And there would always be at least someone that was either kind of part of the industry. Yeah. So somebody may know someone.
Yeah.
A part of the street team. Right. So what he used to do, he used to run him down and just spit freestyles, spit bars.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he said he was doing it for time after time after time. He got a few, get out of his.
Yeah.
And then said over time, he got better. Then there was the girl, can't remember her name now.
Yeah.
She was in the industry.
Yeah. He had a few links.
He spat for her one time. She was like, boy.
Yep.
That ain't good.
The guy in the barbershop.
Yeah, so we'll move on to that. Because then she said to him, you need to start telling stories when you're rapping.
Right, yeah.
And he came back for her, saw her again. Yeah. She was like, you got 2 minutes. Then he said he spit basically about his life. And then she was like, all right, you got something.
Yeah.
Then the guy in the barbershop was like, my man's is, knows another guy that's in the industry who ended up being Don Pooh.
Yeah. Who's that? Foxy Brown's manager? Ex-manager and stuff?
Ex-manager. And then the barber linked him to Don Pooh.
Yeah.
And then he got signed like on a double deal one publishing, one like
That's
management.
right. I've never heard of a
This
signing
guy's gone
like
through
this
everything.
before.
Yeah, like he basically changed so many narratives.
He
in the industry.
100% and not had a single out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was even before the bidding war. So that they saw so much in him, they were willing to take just even portions of him, just to be attached to him.
I noticed in the conversations they had when they brought up him sounding like Biggie, I noticed he didn't want that to be dwelt. He didn't want to dwell on that.
He didn't sit in it too long. Pause.
Because I remember, again, this is my era coming up listening to hip hop. So I was outside and I remember hearing Shyne. It was him and a Donny called Gorilla Black.
Gorilla Black was later though.
Was he? But that was still the.
Gorilla Black was like 2005 because Gorilla Black was around Marlon. What was it? I don't wanna.
Yeah, okay.
He was around that era.
That era.
Shyne was the few years before.
Before that.
because Shyne was the original.
I sound like Biggie.
Yeah.
And because it's weird because it's tone.
It's more, they're both baritones.
Yeah, it's tones, but it's
and
not
then accents as well. Because obviously him moving to Brooklyn, he picked up the Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
So where he's got that baritone, then he's got and they're both from Flatbush. It's that side as well. They're both from the Caribbean side of Brooklyn.
That's right.
Where all the Jamaicans, Trinis are, etc.
Yeah.
So he just picked up that natural tone.
Yeah.
His voice being a baritone as well, he just naturally sounds like. But then when he speaks,
he sounds the same.
he sounds the same. So whereas Gorilla Black didn't sound how he spoke.
Put the voice on. Gorilla Black what did he?
Yeah, that one hit wonder.
Yeah, it wasn't good though. I don't remember it being any good. And he looked like he was dark skinned,
dark, big,
fat.
Yeah.
I knew that it was trying to
from the West Coast, so they were trying to make him the West Coast Biggie, and it just never worked.
It just didn't work.
Didn't pop.
Can we briefly talk about that 1999 Club New York shooting?
I took a screenshot of J-Lo's mugshot. It looks hilarious.
Yeah, she looked like
she looked like
she went through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So apparently, Shyne knew the people, knew the guys.
So I don't want to say too much. Yeah, he knew the guys from the ends.
Yeah.
They were boys because they said they come up together. Obviously, they said Diddy and J-Lo were trying to get to the bar. Their bodyguard Wolf was basically just manhandling people out the way. They bumped him over. That guy is a guy that's got some kind of clout. He was like, bro, do you know who I am? Dash money in the air. Apparently, some of it licked Diddy in the face. Wow. And then that's where
ego sets in.
Yeah, that's where it went from there. And then the guy basically said to Shyne, was like, yo, Shyne, this your man?
Yeah, this is your boys.
Rocking with him?
Yeah.
And then basically Shyne was like, yeah. So he's like, I'm going to kill you too.
Wow.
And as they was letting off, everyone
out.
was letting off.
Yeah.
Wow.
People, strays, everything. So they elaborate more on that. So you'll see that when you watch the doc.
Okay.
And they only really, sorry to cut you, they only really deep dive back into that pause because of what's happened now with
Diddy. Yeah.
Because he said he was over it and he was past it. And you could hear from how he was speaking on it, the way he articulated, you could see he was past it.
Yeah.
Because you always know when someone's articulating from emotion and that pain and hurt, and when they've actually sat down, they know they've fought through it now, and now they're able to speak on it properly.
Well, we spoke about forgiveness on this podcast before, and it's a very interesting concept where forgiving somebody is very interesting because I feel like what he did was he got to a place in his life where he was just like, if I keep holding on to this,
It's going to hold me back.
It's going to hold me back. Mad thing is, he went to live in Israel for a while.
2 years.
And studied Judaism, right?
Oh, wow.
Well, he studied it in jail.
He studied it in jail.
He did the complete opposite because especially in America, black guys,
Muslim.
yeah.
But I found
5%ers and that.
out that the reason why, because me and the missus was like, why did he go that direction? Because it wasn't clear on the doc. It's his grandmother is from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And Ethiopia,
Original Jews.
see it there.
Yeah.
So that was why
just
that lineage
full
came
circle.
down, because that's why you're going to just go in that direction.
You don't just go
naturally.
off the cuff.
Yeah.
You've got to have some kind of connection.
Yeah, because I was just like, that was interesting.
Because it's almost like the Rastafarian, because obviously they connect to the original Jews, Israelites, etc.
That's right. Mad thing, and I don't know if you caught it. Gams, did you see it? Did you say you saw it? You know when they were going through the trial, right?
Yeah.
Diddy was doing his thing to save his own bacon.
Yeah.
And apparently before the verdict, and as they were going through like the latter stages of the trial, you know that Gene Deal that's just been talking?
Yeah.
He said on the doc, like, Diddy told us to get in the car. We went up the road, but he was
the priest,
the Obia man.
Listen, the witchcraft thing.
So hear the thing. So he said he's going. They say, why are we going up this way?
I'm going uptown. We're meant to be going downtown.
So boom, he's gone. They've got to this park area, and there's a man waiting in the middle of the park with a white dove
in big Central Park.
With a white dove and a cage. And they went there.
And did he drop to his knees? Pause.
Yeah, and the dove went up in the air and hit the floor dead.
What? No,
Yeah.
you
Am I wrong?
No, it's not even that you're wrong. You just missed the bit before.
What happened?
Where they said, did he drop to his knees? This guy was doing some mad thing over his, like, chanting. He had the Bible in one hand, was chanting. Gene said him and Wolf kind of stepped back like, "Raw,
Of course, I don't want no part of that."
They said they chanted, and then they told him to go into the cage, grab the dove. No. Said he dashed it in the air, and they said they were expecting to see it fly off.
No.
They said it hit the concrete like a rock.
No.
Boom.
Nah.
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
From the point we walk up to someone, I just see someone there with a Bible in their hand. I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna wait by the car. Yeah. Let me just beat me when you're ready.
But so how do you can't? How do you even go up against that? Shine
won already.
Shine didn't have a chance if you got your judge going on.
But he had the judge. He had the lawyer that was basically working with Diddy.
Yeah.
Like, they had the media that was working against him because they were like, they started using that he was an immigrant because they were like, Belizean underling. Like, they were. He had no chance.
He had no chance.
Even the witnesses that he at one point was saying to Diddy, because I've watched other documentaries. Ironically, I watched his other interviews before the actual documentary because I saw what was going on. And he was like to Diddy and saying, like, bro, just don't bring certain witnesses up.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're gonna bury me.
Yeah.
Like, he goes, you don't have to bring them up. Like, because you've got them saying all this type of stuff. Just have them say nothing or just don't bring them up.
Yeah. And he still brought them.
Yeah, because he's like, I can run off self-defense. And self-defense will get me off. Yeah. Like, because he goes, in my eyes and the way the situation went, it was self-defense. They backed out, we backed out.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Yeah. But it didn't go that way.
Not at all.
Fast forward.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. Fast forward. Long and short of it, he made it.
Yeah, redemption story. Big.
And what I do love about Shyne is somebody who I looked at and I was like, you know what? We need more examples of this in our community, in our lives, where men just don't hang on to their past and they graduate and they look through the hardships and the trials and tribulations and come out the other side victorious. And just to see him back in Belize with his people, fighting a fight, I was like, this is amazing to see, like, and his dad embraced him, which is his dad embraced him afterwards.
Kind of had to.
Yeah. It's like, bruv, don't do. He batted up his dad behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's almost like when you make it to the league or you become a football player, or something pops. Son, I've loved you forever.
It was your
mum's fault. It wasn't even your mum's fault. It was the wife. I was tricked because he tried to throw it in there on a little slip. He kind of be like, I just made the wrong decisions because I had a new family.
Yeah. Bumper hole.
Literally.
Yeah. But check it out. Tell us what you think of the doc. It's definitely. If you got a Fire Stick, don't tell us. We don't care. They're illegal. I don't have one. I watched it.
Can you get me one, please?
Before we move on, can we not gloss over the fact that he looks like a baby Obama?
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
He's Shyne Obama.
No, he does. He really does. And I rate it.
And I think he knows it, so he embraces
100%.
He embraces it.
100%. But yeah, man, big up Shyne.
We're
going to keep watching.
Yeah.
We're going to see what you're doing.
Hopefully he gets elected as Prime Minister.
Yeah, for sure.
Jiggy, body.
Gams, I think it's kind of, it's easy to just go into this one.
Do you think, how easy is it? Like baby oil, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, while you're talking, I'm just busy looking at pictures.
Of?
Who do you think?
Oh, gosh.
Let's get Ghamzeh. Okay. Lord. So really, the latest on Diddy.
The Diddler.
We're still on this.
Latest on Diddler.
Diddy, can't you see?
Another bail hearing.
Okay.
Third one. Is it the third one?
Yeah.
Third bail hearing. Apparently, the news will come out with the result of that bail hearing within the next couple of days.
Okay.
He did win a couple of civil cases.
He won a few civil cases for sure.
He's slowly etching away.
Bruv, he's in prison with man them making his bed and that. He's in the cells, man them making his bed.
He's running
through Donnies in there. Allegedly. And them making his bed, bruv, and all of that. Yeah.
They said he's running his little...
Running his wing, bruv.
Yeah. Man became pod boss.
But when you think about it, right, him being in that prison, there's going to be a presence there.
Of course.
And obviously, he still is Diddy.
He still Diddy. No matter what.
He's still Diddy.
And the thing is, we've not heard anything about his assets being completely frozen.
Yeah.
They've taken some off him, but they've allowed him to still have enough power. So all he has to say is, look, I'm gonna slide you $1,000. Because in there, money, actual physical money, is tenfold.
Facts.
Yeah.
So if you got $1,000, it's 10, 20,000.
Yeah.
So he could just be like, yo, bro, here, take 1,000.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Make sure these don't even come this way.
Yeah.
This is the thing with him, right? Where, because he's so rich, he can dictate a lot of things. There is boundaries because you can't, because obviously right now what they're saying is they've done a cell check recently and they've got documents.
Yeah.
Apparently legal documents, they've taken them. And his defense lawyers are going to the bail hearing and saying, you lot are not
violating his...
You're not supposed to do that. So what's going on here to kind of use that against, to get him back out. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like Diddy now is trying to wean his way out to get some leverage.
Yeah.
The problem is apparently he's been using other people's phones.
Yeah. I was going to say he's been going through other people. Ooh,
he's been going through other Donnies with baby oil.
But yeah, he's been using his outsourcers.
Yeah.
To be able to get to people and to have money moved and reach out to people.
Yeah.
And you got to think about it like you and I are in jail. If I'm doing a life, it's not even about me. It's about my people on the outside. So if I say to you, yo, Diddy, look, I got your back, just make sure like mums and all that is good.
Yeah.
50K comes knocking on their door.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I get the call, it's there.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, no.
He's good at that point.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have the Bloods, the Crips, the La Mesa. He's going to have them all in there. And because of who he is, they're not going to want to mess with him. Or
So
they're going to want him on side.
That's right. So it's witness tampering as well, apparently, that he's doing. Witness tampering ain't good.
Yeah, if they actually find anything, he'll be done.
The District of New York have a 98.2% conviction rate.
Yep.
So based on that, it don't look good still. Yeah. Do you still listen to Diddy? Do you still listen to the music? Like what? How do you feel about it, Larizzle? Like,
do you know what's annoying is that
you're just on your Afro beats now.
No, not even that. But even say for instance, this I had yesterday. It's like when you come to the old school R&B and hip hop,
it's hard to
there's now
avoid.
another bracket of music you can't play in addition to R. Kelly. Do you know what I mean?
We're gonna have no music soon,
bro.
I think you got to separate it all.
But what do you believe? Do you believe that if an artist has done something that's negative, or is in jail for, what do you think that we should still be able to play their music because their music is not connected to their personality?
It depends because R. Kelly's music was about inspiration. Just saying,
there is some inspiration he did get from diddling.
Yeah,
but saying that there are artists that had inspiration.
Yeah.
Very bad inspiration and wrote a lyric that and you don't know but still singing.
There's subliminals all over.
It's not, you know what I mean?
It's not subliminals because you can go through music. Look, for example, we'll go left. Amy Winehouse. All of her music is based off her tragic relationship with Pete. Or Blake. Sorry, Blake.
Blake. That's right.
Blake. So if you're gonna be like, oh, you got to. Respectfully, you got to separate the person from the music.
It's like
you're going to listen to nothing,
bro. I caught. The main thing is that I understand from what you said to me is that you have a conscience.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
Because twice.
You know what I mean? You listen to it like I've caught myself with tunes and I'm like, oh my god, this tune's heavy.
Oh my god,
Oh shit, he's on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's written so many songs.
So many.
Another artist would be singing a song he's sung, and we're singing that. So if we want to, like, for example, be strong and say, let's not listen to this artist, that means any tunes that they've written, They're co-produced.
He's gonna be on
They've been
everything.
involved.
It's gonna be
with.
everything.
You don't listen to Ross. You don't listen to French. There's so many people you don't listen to.
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Diddy was shit anyway at rapping.
He was.
He wasn't like he had writers for him,
and he still couldn't produce
but he
it.
couldn't get that
Delivery.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
delivery is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
So I don't mind lodging on his stuff. I don't.
Oh yeah, his actual music,
Yeah,
his specific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you're not,
P. Diddy
you're not
yeah.
stopping me from listening to Mace.
No mate.
Yeah.
You're not stopping me from
B.I.G.
being
Junior Mafia,
Yeah,
like
exactly
him.
bruv.
Yeah.
No way.
Total.
Yeah.
SWV.
Mary
Yeah.
J. Blige.
Bro, it's too much
Come on,
It's
man.
too much. It's too much.
Do you know what I mean? So you just have to use your discretion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Pastor come to your yard. Just don't put any of that on.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean?
No, nasty go. Oh, sorry. No, wrong
just,
song.
Yeah,
Wrong song.
just put on some ambiance or something. Get me?
Meditation.
You know, like that. But again, saga continues. Wu-Tang. Diddy. We'll hear some more next week about what's going on, I suppose.
The saga continues. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang.
Gams, what we saying? What you telling me?
Oh, we're moving on.
Yeah.
What's the next topic?
What you want?
Skepta interview.
I knew it. You can't wait.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Just, I'm just being a fan,
Larizzle, I feel like you should get involved in this conversation because I'd like to know your opinion. Same as T, but as you're the guest. Why has hip hop got so soft? Why has it got so soft?
Can I butt in just
Yeah.
for the audience?
Yeah.
Like, define, describe, like, explain what do you mean by soft? If someone's listening and hasn't listened to the interview.
Okay.
I grew up in the 90s. Redman had time for some action. Method had Bring the Pain. Wu-Tang Clan had Ain't Nothing to Fuck With. And the music was super masculine. And I loved it because not only it was the golden era and it was fresh, it just that New York feel just was just so much energy. The mob
Gritty,
deep,
the crime.
the Staten Island lot running things. Even when you went to Harlem with the Camerons and the early Camerons, the Maces. And I feel like why I'm saying that is even I saw Biggie. I did actually see Biggie before he passed away, which is a beautiful thing because some people have seen Michael Jackson. I've never seen Michael Jackson, and I'm pissed about that.
Yeah, same.
But I saw Big. Wembley Arena. I used to live across the road, Linden Avenue.
Yeah.
And speaking of one of the Donnies, he was supporting act for R. Kelly at that time. Before we knew what R. Kelly was on.
When he was 12th player.
Yeah. So Biggie came out, yellow jacket, that era. Tim's tearing it. Fuck bitches, get money. Killing it, right? Yeah. And it's like, with this Drake, Kendrick Lamar saga, I'm just seeing a lot of narratives being painted around, why are they coming at each other like that? Why are they, he shouldn't say that to him.
Yep.
That was a bit vicious.
Yep.
That, walk on with that. Like, this is hip hop music.
But it's not.
Yeah. I feel like this era that we're in now, especially the dawn of social media, and the fact that you can get cancelled at any given moment, I just feel like that's played a big impact
on it.
Right. Because back in the day, there wasn't that social media. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I fuck with Skepta though, right? There's no slander here with Skepta. Skepta's that guy. The only thing was him and Ebro had a conversation, and the way that he spoke about the situation, I was very interested in listening back to what he said. Now, by the words he used, I'm going to paraphrase. Skepta says, when stuff gets said like now, today, it's more personal. There was K-Dot's diss track that came out, and I was like, it's over. This isn't rap. This isn't clashing. Then he said, I don't like the way that each other are getting at each other, Drake and Kendrick, Drake. Sounds like two people that want to see each other and do each other something. Now I was looking at that and I was like, during that whole rivalry, that tune, the Future record with Kendrick Lamar, what was that? Fuck the big three, it's just big me.
Yeah.
It wasn't, there was
went hit 'em up.
there was no violence in that. He was just saying,
It's just about me.
Just me.
I'm the best.
I'm the one.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you lot want to do, but round here, I'm running things.
Yeah.
There wasn't any like viciousness or maliciousness in bars, right? So in Euphoria, he mentioned, we ain't going to take this thing personally. It's a friendly fade.
Yeah.
So he introduced that to the battle. He was like, look, this is a friendly
This is just
fade.
us going back and forth.
Like, we don't want to do this thing. Drake went and took it to, okay, bodyguards like Whitney.
Yeah.
Now, for each and every man in here, whether you have a girlfriend or a wife, we know we protect them.
Yeah.
If a man comes for that, there's a problem. I can only speak for myself.
Gloves off.
You don't talk about the missus.
Gloves off.
Yeah.
No, not
No.
not the, I'm not Larizzle, I'm not even saying the girlfriend. I'm talking about the bony.
Yeah.
That ride or die, the one that's by
Yeah,
your side.
yeah. You can't say nothing like that.
You can't.
So he's gone from that to calling out wives' names and that, and that's typical of Drake. He does that. He did that with Push.
Petty. He goes in that petty bag.
He does that petty thing. So
petty
I was
personal
like,
bag.
okay, cool, say nothing. I was like, the fact that Skepta and Ebro seemed to maybe try to dissect it, it didn't seem like it was like a conversation that was going to turn into an argument. It's like they were just sitting there trying to figure out why there is this energy with the music right now, right? So anyway, Skepta says, do you know what I think? It's because they are in positions where they are both really big, have major deals, major cahoots with major companies. I get that. Talking to each other like this is looking crazy. You're calling him a word because he signed to this something. And so how can you sign a man that is accused of such and such, the word? I'm like, okay, cool. Yes, you got endorsements.
But they've both called each other the same thing.
Right.
Let's not forget, because I get where the narrative Skepta was trying to go, but he kind of swept past like, well, no, because they both made the same accusation.
Facts.
And they both used alleged evidence on why they're both called what they were calling each other.
And I love the way you said that, because let's not sugarcoat that when we're just talking from a place of we don't know these allegations are on road. They've been
out there.
There's stuff out there about Drake. Like we're not trying to make things up like a magic wand and go, he's just this.
He's never done nothing, or he's
that 17-year-old that went up on stage and said, and he was like, yo, what, you look thick. Bro,
it's in England.
Bro.
It's not 16 and up.
Larizzle, you see, if I got to a girl, she says I'm 17, guess what I'm doing? Walking the other way.
Literally.
I'm calling for security. Security, could you remove? Where's her parents?
Not like that. Man was looking at her saying she's thick. Walk on for that.
So when did you turn 18 again?
Yo!
Counting down the days.
Yo! And then the endorsement thing, don't do that, because Kendrick had the pop out. You sponsored that. Amazon. Kendrick had he's doing the Super Bowl in 2000.
Which he's not getting a lot of backing for, though.
What, the endorsements?
No, like, because Kendrick got it and where it was or where it's going to be, a lot of people aren't overly happy about that.
But I'm talking about...
It's in the album.
But if I'm talking about if you're going to create the narrative that
endorsements,
deals are not getting done or deals are... Bruv, where's the Super Bowl is like no one don't put...
I hear you.
Put adverts out during the Super Bowl except for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's not coming directly from... So I see where you're going with that one, but realistically, remember, Jay-Z's in control of the musical side of it.
Yeah.
So the endorsements aren't coming from the Super Bowl.
Right.
The endorsements for the music aspect is coming from Jay, Def Jam, etc.
But isn't usually... I can only remember...
He has all right.
Who's Pepsi?
I was going to say, but he has basically a budget.
Right.
And he'll have, let's say...
You know more than me.
They say, let's just say they gave Jay 50 mil for the Super Bowl budget.
Right.
So they'll say, look, 30 mil has to go for advertisements and sponsors, 20 mil will go to the artists, etc., etc. Then what ends up happening is artists and sponsorships, they cross over, of course.
Yeah.
Because if I'm the headline act and you're Pepsi, you're going to be like, yo, hold this can.
Yeah.
So that's where he's talking about endorsements, etc. So I get it, but it's not exactly the same thing. It's not like Kendrick has his own personal deal with Pepsi.
No,
And
I get it. Yeah,
he's a spokesman.
I
or an
understand
ambassador.
that.
Yeah.
So I get where you were trying to go with that, but that's more of like where I'm gonna be endorsing you because we're on the same segment.
But then I agree. But let's not act like this battle hasn't elevated Kendrick.
Let's not pretend. The only people that are not benefiting from this are the people that are not involved.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or the people that are picking. All right, let's be real. Drake is Drake.
Yeah.
This doesn't hurt him. And the reason why I say this don't hurt him because he's not in our community anymore. He's there for the commercials. He's there for whatever's relevant, and he's there because the minute you say Drake, his song goes into the top 10 automatically, right? So he can't be hurt.
Not at the moment, but yeah.
No, but he can't be hurt. He's now so established. He's like a Beyonce.
Yeah, facts. But this year has crippled his ass.
Yeah, but not really.
A little bit.
Like probably percentage-wise, it's not as crazy as people think.
What I'm saying to you is, he's going to do numbers. You're right. He's going to do numbers regardless. But what this has done, this thing is...
For us...
I looked at the charts. He never... Drizzy, Drake is at least top 10 in the summer.
Yeah.
He's got a summer banger. It's moving, rare.
Yeah.
I think he got 44.
Yeah, but what did he... All right, remember, also, Drake normally floods the market with music. This year... What has he really put out?
He had tunes.
No. I'm talking about since the beef kicked off.
Yeah.
What has he actually put out? Because all his music that was in the charts were pre-beef.
No, he had Camilo Cabello remixes or he
hasn't put out that much.
He hasn't.
He had the 100 gigs, that whole 100 gigs with the no face.
I've looked at his releases.
He had the tune with Red.
He's got 4 official releases since beef, right? In the last 5 months or so.
Yeah.
Last year, Drake just in the second quarter put out 11 tracks.
Right.
He took whether it was a strategic thing and they said Drake don't put out anything because you know what, you lost this war, let's not. But it doesn't affect him. Now, what I'm saying, really and truly, the people it's only really affecting the people that pick sides. Because now, let's say I'm Drake, I'm Beyonce of this thing, right? So if you said, oh, you're with Kendrick, we ain't featuring no more. And the people that I'm with ain't gonna mess with you no more. And then on the flip side, if you go, oh no, I'm with K-Dot, the people that maybe I used to have a connection with that are now on Drake, like The Game, for example, the one that speak out and you're from the West, and you go, oh no, I mess with Drake, they're not gonna mess with you.
But okay.
And then you got
that's a fact.
The reason why I'm saying that is because then you got the guys that are still they're in the game, but they're big in our community, but they're not big. The YGs and all them kind of stuff. The ones that were using Drake collabs and all that to get themselves in the charts have now messed themselves up because Drake's like, no, I remember where you stood. I remember when they were saying they not like us and you was on stage throwing up the dubs and all that kind of stuff.
I hear that. But what I'm getting at is the way that the narrative been painted with the whole situation and why I think hip hop is just the way it is right now.
It's all about it's money. That's why it's soft.
Like it's super. Like obviously you got the Uzis and the Uzi Dirks, the Dirks and who else is and the Young Thugs.
Fabio
Just
Foreign,
like man are just in dresses, wearing certain things. Man are painting up their nails. Drake's got tassels on his blood clot, on his braids and them thing there. Walk on with that, brother.
It's a different era, and let's be real. It's not hip hop, and this now where
the bomber.
Larizzle said it earlier, we're in a social media era, right? Everything is about TikTok viral moments and what is hot right now. Because you could be hot Monday, Friday, if you ain't done something, you're gone.
Bro, when we was growing up, Jay-Z said that he had condoms on Nas's baby seat, bro.
Facts.
Man, we're talking super greasy, brother.
Even,
Tupac said, my fofo make sure all your kids don't grow.
I was going to say, Hit 'Em Up keeps being voted as the #1 diss track ever. I don't think it is, but it's always voted as the number. And Tupac literally went from top to bottom on every single thing he can and would do to you, your mama, your baby mama, your homeboys, everything.
And let's not get it twisted. If anybody in here sits here and tells me that they thought that Kendrick Lamar or Drizzy or Drake would get hurt in this battle, you're lying.
You're lying.
This was never. It was never going to get that way.
Remember, they've been throwing subs at each other for a decade.
100%.
They've been doing this for a long time. They've been throwing subs, making tracks together, then throwing more subs and making tracks together. This is all, like I said, the only people it hurt was the people that picked sides. Because Drake is Drake, and Kendrick has now put himself in a position to be like he thrived off this beef. You know, Drake was never going to get more. He would have only got brownie points in the hood.
Yeah.
If he'd beat K Dot, we would have been like, okay, he's still got it. Yeah. He can still mix it.
Yeah.
I just think I think Drake is soft.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why Drake is soft, because even when the Control verse came out and Kendrick went at him, because I'm a lyricist and I understand bars, even that wasn't he called, all right, he said names. But he didn't talk about no one's mum or you.
He just said, I'm going to do this.
He just was on a competition thing.
I'm making sure your fans are my fans.
We're all football fans here. When you watch...
I'm a United fan.
He's the ops in here today, right? Fully. We're all Liverpool fans, right?
Okay.
All three of you.
Joe's Liverpool, Larizzle's Liverpool,
Nice.
Ghamzeh's a Jace, yeah? Ghamzeh Jace.
What do you mean?
You're Liverpool.
I mean, I'm Liverpool. I don't know nothing
But
about
you don't
it.
follow
but
it like that.
Yeah.
I'll put my back to the wall. We can scrap.
But the point I'm trying to make is this is blood.
Yeah.
When we're playing football, he's ops. It's that simple. And I'll ring him, he'll ring me and say, But then we're back to family. How's the kids? Rare. Same with hip hop. Hip hop is just moved away. Everybody's got feelings now, man. Everyone is I can't believe. Shut up.
The worst thing about it is,
have you watched URL, bro?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's my thing.
Have you watched it? Man, say the heinouses of crimes on
Arsenal would talk about what he's gonna do to your daughter,
bruv. Viciously.
Man said he'll take his ting out, pull it in your baby's.
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
That's not.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Put it in your baby's food and make her eat it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he got they go in.
There's no holds bar.
So, and I know it's a different. This is more of a stage show. URL battling is a stage show thing, and people who sign up for it understand what it is.
It's wrestling,
but it's still part of the culture.
Yeah,
and part of the culture has always been that energy. And Skepta speaking the way he did, he's from grime.
I was going to say he's from that.
We're from radio stations, bro. We did Heat. I was on Heat FM when he was on there, Meridian and all that.
Skepta's from the real side of it, where it could turn into violence.
Literally,
where man would the crazy titch situation in Deja. Man's yanking the mic off each other and then they go outside. Gets and Suavo. Like, people are forgetting that Skepta came from the actual battle-tested, real life. If your bars ain't good,
that's why he has an opinion.
Yeah, but his opinion was incorrect. Then.
Do you know what I think?
Where's your cake, Gams?
I think opinion is like everyone is hearing him differently, right? The way I hear him is I'm not black, so I'm going to speak of my own culture, Iranians, right? If I meet an Iranian and I see them beefing, whether it's battle with like music, dance battle, whatever. As long as like we can shake hands and we can go about our business, fantastic. But if I see two Iranians beefing, I'm like, why? When we've like, let's make it. We've come such a long way. And if you beef me, like you might not get that artist wants to work with you because I'm with him. Like, why am I going to stop you as an Iranian to achieve your goals and your dreams?
I like
because
that.
we're both the same. We're the same blood. Why can't we just get on?
I absolutely love that.
And be able.
Now, question.
Yeah, I feel you.
But was Skepta talking? Was Skepta talking and coming from a place of growth? Because what you're saying is absolutely correct. But during that interview, Skepta was not speaking from a place of growth. So if he was coming in that aspect, I could understand it, and I'd have been like, "You're spot on." But he wasn't talking like that. He was talking like he was from a place of, "I don't understand what's going on.
Like
why are we doing this? Oh my God!" That's what it more came across like. Where it was like, "Well, bro, if he'd come across from, you know what? When we were 17, I was about that violence, and now as in my 40s, 42, because he said he was 42 years old." I'm from a place of, you know
advice.
What? Yeah, why don't we just make this money together? And or if he could have said that, well, you know what? We don't even know. They could have got come out the studio and been on the phone to each other. But he wasn't. He was talking more like of a, what's going on? Oh my God, stop.
In conclusion, I'm going to hold on to my music.
Facts.
I'm going to hold on to my era.
Facts.
And there's no disrespect for the new era because there is great music out there. And there's no disrespect to Drake because I like Drake, bruv. Like, it's not... And this is the thing, like, there's content creators everywhere that pick sides. I'm not trying to pick a side. I respect what's going on. But I like this was great for hip hop this year. Hip hop's been dead.
It brought
we needed some
needed
like
this.
a little bit of a scuffle, man. Someone go in the yard and punch someone in the face.
Last year was 50 years, and then this year it fell flat.
Yo, you know what I mean?
It brought the entertainment back.
Let's have some fun in the name of camaraderie and hip hop and competition.
That's it.
Anyway, tell me how you lot feel about that in the comments. You know what I mean? Shout out to Skepta, one of ours. You don't know.
Come on the show whenever you're ready.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan show.
Gams, what do you want to do?
Oh, shall we move on to... I want to hear all your opinions.
Talk to me.
On women splitting the bill on dates.
Bloody hell.
That's what I want to talk about.
All right. Let's put it on this, Donny.
Wow.
I've been hearing bit.
Wait, are you single? Are you
I'm
single?
married.
You're married.
Yeah.
Like, we gon' talk. We gon' talk.
Before meeting the missus, the wife,
Yes.
like how were you when you first met her? Were you the one paying the bill, like dates?
Yeah, I'm old school. I'm traditional. I was paying all the bills
Fully.
Right.
Split the thing. Early.
I'm joking.
When we got married now, that's when we can split the thing.
So
Here you go, babe. The electric bill's in there.
So Mrs. brings home bacon as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because this society is like that.
Bruh.
You can't unless you're tearing,
Yeah.
which this is one reason why I got you here, because in about a year or two, I see you not picking up my calls anymore.
Oh, stop it.
So that's why I got
we
you
have
here.
to catch you quick.
Don't say stop it, because
Stop it,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
Come on,
Innit?
man.
I saw the
this
bookings.
new number? Yes, so did I.
The bookings.
So did I.
I saw the bookings. You know, like that. So
I have them here.
No.
booked and busy, innit?
I just thought, can I slip my name in here?
Yeah, bro. When you go on that trip, I'm coming.
You know, like that.
I might be not Bali though.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going Bali.
I want to get back. And if Larizzle don't, we know where he's at.
So when you got with the missus, he was definitely holding it down.
Oh yeah.
I think that's just a traditional thing.
Wait, how long have you been married?
So we've been married 8 years now.
Nice.
We've been together 14.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going
you're
to say
deep into
14, right? 14.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
think before 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Because things have changed.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
say, old school, yes.
Yeah.
We are that because of
Yeah.
our age.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
You're the oldest.
I'm younger
so
than you.
What are you talking about?
Damn man there.
So like then, it was a norm. You
Yeah.
go on
Yeah,
a
yeah.
date,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
just know a man's going to pay,
Yeah.
right? Now, yeah.
Do you know what? Can I say something real quick? Because I've got
for
a
it.
funny story, because you're talking about that. So, my lady,
Shout out.
she tried to actually... So, imagine, right? So, this was early on. And it was my birthday. Obviously, I've invited her out. I all faked a little birthday gathering. I just wanted to see her.
Come on.
Straight up.
As you do.
Yeah. Oh, come round. I said to my, hey, brother, where are we going to go?
Yeah.
I just want her there.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, so I've invited her, blah, blah, blah. Come to the bill. And she was like, and I was like, no, give it here. Like, it's not that deep. I've got you. I told you to come out.
Yeah.
I promise you. You know, when she messaged me when I got home, she's like, do you know what? It wasn't even like I was testing you, but if you had actually asked me to pay for something,
You would have been peaked.
she was like, I would have just been like, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No, it's not how you think though. Because I asked her to come. And this was last minute, and I've said,
Okay.
you make your way.
Yeah.
Like,
And then you make
calm
her
down.
pay. Yeah,
Right.
no.
That's what I'm saying. So she was just seeing it as like if I was keeping that same kind of energy.
Right.
Like, you know, it's not like I told her weeks in advance, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm just going to show up." No, I invited her. I said,
Yeah.
"I want you there. Come
Makes
X, Y,
sense.
Z." So, and her bill was nothing. It was not even a Benz. It was,
She just nam out the place.
no, it was light. It was proper light. So I was
like
like,
that.
"What are you doing?"
3 courses and that.
Lobsters
other ones.
and steaks.
You know
and
like
it was
that?
light.
Ribeye and them
It was
thing
proper
there.
light, but she's like, and I was like, to her, no. I said to her, what are you doing? Bring me this. Run me this, innit?
Yeah.
So, and that was that. So I'm from that same kind
Yeah.
of space, especially if you're putting energy into that person, bro.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Yeah. The thing is, though, there is that. Again, I'm the same as you. I've been out the game for a minute. Mine is 17.
Yeah, it's different out there, guys.
So I don't know Wagwan. But
Yeah.
when I first met the missus, I took her out.
Yeah.
First date,
Yeah.
I paid.
Yeah.
We did the thing. But she is very, very self-sufficient.
Oh, listen, she's an independent.
Yeah, she's
working
very
woman,
self-sufficient.
yes.
So it's like, I didn't struggle, but it was always like a thing where it's like, cool. Yeah. She was just when I met my wife, like I questioned her because of how cool she was. I'm like, dude, they make you like that. It's not like that. They make you like this. Like, what with that? Yeah. So it was that thing. But I do think, back to the question, it depends on what part of your stage of life you're in.
Yeah, facts.
Because again, now we're settled, bruv, money have to make, bill have to get paid.
Listen,
you see, like I think we're all in the same boat. Now we're all married, we're all settled down. Yeah. We're all in a situation where it's like, sorry, Gams.
sorry, we got you, Gams.
Don't worry, next year.
We'll help you out, Gams.
Your year next year.
Soon come.
2025. You're in the Gams. But like, we're now all in situations, like you said earlier, certain bills come like, babe, you got this one, innit? Yeah. Love you.
Yeah. You know? But I'll give you joke.
Or it all happened all last week. We were in, because certain people like to shop in Marks and Spencer's and Waitrose and buy 4 items and spend £100.
Listen.
And we were picking up, and I went, oh, this is on you, innit?
You're like,
no, like that.
Literally.
This ain't me this time. Like, whatever.
You got a joint account.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So you have a joint account?
Yeah, we have a joint account. I've got a joint account.
Prenup?
Don't do that.
No, that's
no. I've got my own account.
So can I
I got my own account. Offshore. Sometimes it gets, 2 PRS goes in there. You know like that?
Babe, oh my God.
You know like that?
They only gave me 1,700 this month.
Mad. You know like that?
Slip a quick stack away.
You know. So, but you have the joint and you do the joint because bills are coming out.
Yep.
I'll give you a joke though. This is the flex though when you get to this stage.
Yeah.
Friday night, I come in to the yard. I'm gassed. Kendrick Lamar's dropped his album, which we're going to talk about.
Big.
I've got the speakers. I'm in the kitchen, blasting it.
Yeah.
Mrs. walks into the kitchen. Oh, you're making so much noise. Da, 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 da. I said, who pays the bills here? And we moved. And the way she looked and then went to say something, but was like, "You making a good point." Like this Friday night, babe. I'm doing me like.
I'll let you have this one. This is why I'm single. I'm in the corner like. You pay the bills.
If he pays the bills, be quiet.
Wait till he falls asleep.
Hey, why do I have one eyebrow? Like, what happened? Well, you told me to be quiet.
Yo, people in the comments, let us know how you feel. Tell us how you feel about the 50-50 thing or your situation. Let me know what situation you're in.
Just before you move on.
Yeah.
But I will say though,
yeah,
man need to stop being a free meal. That's what it comes down to. Because a lot of these girls are just going out with guys because it's a free meal and they can Instagram it. So if it's that kind of vibe and you can kind of sense it, bro, do what you got to do.
Can I speak as a woman?
Speak.
If you cannot see that and you take that person on a date, then you deserve that motherfucking money bid. Well, then that's their business.
Yeah.
If you are having a conversation with a woman and you can't figure out whether she's all about the money and just wants to go on a date to eat, then someone that is decent, then that's your issue.
Women also play the game just like men.
No, of course, but then it's whoever, they're getting fed for free. So do you know what I mean? I think if you're not sure, because some men aren't sure, don't go on a date. Speak to them more on the phone. Get to know them before you make that decision to take her out on a date.
But we spoke about that in the previous podcast about first dates and where you should take them. I think it's important just to do something really low key.
Icebreaker.
Because don't do no big dating thing and then you're forking out bread and you don't even like the girl and the girl breath stink like Ross Clark. You like that?
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
I was like, it reminds me of the time I was dating my girlfriend at the time, now wife.
Yeah.
I'll take her to, I don't even remember the Haagen-Dazs they
Come
used to
on.
have in Leicester Square.
Come
They
on.
don't even have them anymore.
Simple.
It was just that simple ice cream, simple dessert.
Because you could get to talk.
You can get to talk, have a hot drink as well. You know what I mean?
And get to know personality.
Personality.
But they don't do that no more, bruv. It's all internet. We met gal when you had to meet gal.
You had to say something to them.
Bruv, you had to talk to them. You had to be in their face and you had to finesse.
A lot of guys nowadays look at her and go, oh, let me
Finesse
try
the
to find her
naan.
online.
Bro, I finesse bare naan bread. Don't get it twisted. I did the naan bread finessing for a while. You know, like that. But
He's lying.
But we're not going to go there.
To G's wife, it's a lie. It's a lie. This is all just
And
Right.
you didn't even like...
Tell us what you think, people.
Yeah, for real.
Drizzy and Morgan Show. This is episode 12,
Yeah,
by the
we're
way.
going on date.
Special guest Larizzle.
Yeah.
The done know.
These two Donnies are bonkers.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan Show. Morgan Heights. We got Ty stepping in for Drizzy this week. Shout out to Jojo Montana the Great. Shout out to Ghamzeh. Special guest today. Larizzle in the building. Larizzle, we're going to play a game.
Okay.
And Ghamzeh's going to orchestrate it. It is called Have You Ever? She's going to ask some questions.
Okay.
And you have to answer yes or no.
Okay.
If you answer and it's flagrant, we might ask you for some context.
All right.
But outside of that,
Yeah.
you know, like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's go.
Can he refuse to? He can't refuse.
No.
I can't refuse.
Right.
yikes. Sorry. Are we answering the questions as well?
Gams.
No, are we answering the questions as well?
I think so. I mean, there's some of it that it'll be interesting to see why you've said yes or no.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Ooh, hot
Are we
seat.
ready?
No.
Okay. Have you ever?
Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play.
Have you ever taken a big risk that's paid off? See, now I want to hear. What's the big risk? Do you want to say it? Everyone said yes, by the way, for the people that are listening.
You want to go first?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. We can go. I can go professionally.
Yeah.
I went from being in a stable, comfortable job initially.
Yeah.
Then to basically taking my skills, moving into a private sector and becoming one of only 100 people and doing what I do in my field.
Right.
Amazing.
And one of only 2 black guys.
Facts.
Amazing.
Larizzle.
Love that. Similar to you, actually. I went from a stable daytime scientific job.
Scientific.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was a
that's
scientist,
it.
bro. I studied. Yeah. Scientist.
Scientists in what?
Let's not deep down.
Wait, what?
I've got something here.
I hate them like this.
I had a feeling.
And I hate man,
scientists. No,
I
man.
know,
No,
it's
Like, you've got 2 talents.
now
like,
I
you're
just feel.
smart
Now I
and
just
like,
feel
what?
insignificant sitting here.
Nah, stop it.
Scientists
Stop
in here,
it.
brother.
right?
Stop
Bunsen burner dummies. You know, like that.
Chromosomes and
All right, say nothing.
In which field though? Like science? In
Biology, so it was
love that.
hepatology, which is a study of the liver. It's a liver disease, liver
right,
cancer.
yeah.
So I stopped. I called it quits with that.
Right.
To go all in on the music, and it's paid off.
And when
God.
did you stop? Did you go college, uni?
So I went uni. I did 2 degrees. One was biomedical science. The other was molecular medicine and cancer research.
Smash.
Then from there, I took a bit of time out to DJ and whatnot, and then I went in because I met the missus and we wanted to get our first home and all of that. So I needed that stable income.
Course.
So I went into work there, and then 12 years of working and doing the DJing side by side. And I thought, you know what, I think it's time to just fully go in on this music thing. This is the passion, and let's see if it'll pay off. And lo and behold, thank God.
What a way to sit here and make us feel like pussy holes.
But I have
casually as well. Casually as well. Did it with a smile.
Can I ask a question?
And I basically just I got
stop
2
it.
degrees, and then I
He's got and he wears glasses as well.
I made it
all
on
he
my
has to
own.
do is just this with his head. Like,
I made my parents proud first. And
Salute though. Salute.
and then I made myself.
I do respect
big,
it, but I'm
well-known
feeling like a waste cadet sitting here right now. Oh my! Guess what I did? I took these risks and I ended up here.
yeah.
Not only did he make his wife proud, he made his parents proud first.
Flipping it.
Because coming from an African background, I'm going to
Yes.
say education must have been vital.
Yeah,
time.
facts.
When he said, "Mom, Dad, I'm going to do a DJ," and they said, "Ha, finish your studies."
Listen, you know the vibes.
Yeah, I know the vibe.
And then he went, "Well, I'll go get 2 degrees then."
Ghamzeh, let's move because I'm
Next
pissed off.
one, right. Have you ever had a funny nickname? Or any nicknames? Yes,
Yes.
and yes.
Yeah.
Go.
My nickname's
Larizzle.
Larizzle. I got it in uni.
You got that name in? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a Snoop Dogg fan.
Come on.
They izzled my actual name's Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They izzled
Makes
that.
sense.
And it stuck.
See it there?
Yeah.
Ty?
Brother, you lot gave me all sorts of
Yeah,
nicknames
big
growing up.
face.
What?
Yeah, he gets
I'm
loads.
the youngest of
Yeah.
the cousins.
Oh, no.
I was the
Yeah.
baby, so
Yeah, Baby T.
I got it all.
Yeah, light skinned Donny.
Literally.
Yeah.
I got it all. So.
Yeah, he got it. But my nickname is G.
Janelli.
Or they call me Janelli. Or they call me
Janelli, the ice
GG.
cream.
Because my actual name is Gino.
Okay.
Yeah, bad boy name.
Bad boy.
See, that's what I got up on you.
The name.
You got a bad name.
I'm back.
Yeah.
They're like that. Them
You're on top.
scientists-
You're on top. Yeah.
The science man, bruv. Just
Yeah, yeah.
but
What are you going to
science
say about
always
that,
have
Larry?
You never find a science man with Gino. There's always be a Larry.
You can't have it all, mate. You can't have it all, bruv.
Can't have it all. Can't have it all.
Gams.
Right. Oh, God, this is... We spoke about this, kind of. Have you ever gone on a date just for the free food? Don't lie.
No.
Do you know what?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Hey, I'm light skinned. Before I settled down, I wasn't always a good guy. I'm gonna be real. I used that special power back then when it was. Yeah, babe. Calm. Yeah, I'll meet you. I don't worry. Do you know what though? My card. I tried to use it and it's messing me up. Do you know? Hold this one. I'll get you on the next one. And that's all right, Ty. Go on then. I'm out.
I can't say all my dates is I've been the one that paid and it's on me.
Same.
So yeah, no. Gams.
Right, next one. Have you ever tried to impress someone and completely failed?
Oh, probably when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I probably
say yeah,
I'll
but
say yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember
Right.
specifics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know them
Same.
from school.
I think we've all
Can
probably
you
done
all
it. And just,
hold your
yeah,
hold? Have you had a wet dream?
yeah.
We're gonna edit that. Oh wow!
We're men.
Men. Standard.
Gams.
I'm growing up.
Do you know when I bust my first nut? Yeah?
Oh my god! No, next.
I screamed because
Wow.
I was about 12, yeah. Because I was about 12, yeah, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I looked at my wood and I went, Mom! I called my mum.
I wet myself.
Yo! Because you know them ones there, like, it's not, why is it white?
Why is it
Why is white coming out of my wood?
It's broken.
You know them ones there? And I just finished watching Ghostbusters and that. You know the ooze. You know what's the ghost?
Wait, no, stop. Stop.
Wait, how old were you?
You had me
About
until you
12.
said Ghostbusters.
I was about 12.
How are you gonna say you
I thought I
bust
got
your first
slimed.
nut?
I thought I got slimed.
No. We're not gonna go past that. You said I bust my first nut,
Yeah.
and I had just finished watching Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. That's what's turning you on here.
Yeah, I gotta
That's what
relax.
we're doing.
I gotta chill out.
You gotta relax.
Yeah, I gotta chill out. That's
Christ. You lost me there, boy.
Yo, Gams, let's move.
Yeah, no, let's move. Yeah. No, let's hold off. Yeah? Let's talk about this. Right, last one.
Last one.
I want to hear your answers as well, because I feel like you all achieved a lot in life, right? Have you ever been given advice that has had an impact or changed your life that you could possibly share with us?
Giving advice.
Oh,
Give me advice.
Yeah, I've given advice. Yeah.
Everyone's saying yes.
Yeah.
What advice? So, what advice did you get that you feel like you can share so we can benefit from it?
takes 50 no's before you receive your first yes.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Nice.
for me,
I like that.
as you would know, I was very talented growing up as a child, musically, sports, especially sports.
Yeah.
Like our
happened?
family's pretty gifted. Like we have a lot of athletes, a lot of performing arts.
Yeah,
and I
creative.
was that annoying cousin that could kind of do everything.
Yeah.
And I remember
We all got those.
Yeah, it just happened to be me. Hey y'all. And I just remember it was actually King that pulled me aside one time.
Right.
And because I'd come back from a Fulham trial.
Okay.
Oh, so deep dive, I actually started football late. being the American baby and all that kind of stuff. And my mum didn't really know what was like sport was, etc. So I actually started kicking ball quite late. Like I think I picked up my first ball by like at 6, but then I was in an academy by 8. So it happened quick for me.
That's deep. Yeah.
So, but I got trials like that because I was just, I guess, naturally good. So I got a Fulham trial probably within the first couple of weeks of playing ball.
What?
Wow.
And I remember like my mum was explaining it, and I didn't get through because I didn't really know how to play football. I just was kicking a ball and was good at it.
Yeah.
So, they're saying about positions and they're like, oh, you're left-footed, you're going to play on the left. And I'm looking at man like, bro, what's that? where do I go?
Yeah.
I just thought I just ran through man and scored.
Yeah. Pause.
So
Run through, man.
I was 6. Anyway, and
running through man.
And then so I didn't understand the concept or even how to play football really. So I didn't get picked.
Yeah.
I've got to be careful what I say now.
Yeah, of course you do.
And my mum was explaining it, and I was just sat there with a hump, and King pulled me aside and he was like, "Look, listen."
King's our uncle.
Is our uncle.
Okay.
And he was like, "Listen, T. Truthfully, you're probably going to hear 50, 60 no's before you hear your first yes. But he goes, that first yes is going to be the yes that changes everything. So he goes, don't get disheartened. And this is what he's telling me at 6. And this has stuck with me because, again, I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations and I've had a lot of different opportunities. And I just always remembered that from as a youngster. And it kind of shaped me. It made me quite tough. Because I was like, okay, well, this one went for me.
Yeah.
And I would always use that. And something I've said even to like my little brother who acts and all that kind of stuff. Look, listen, you may not get it on the first one. It may take 49, it may take 50, but it may take 50 no's before you hear that first yes. But that first yes is going to feel so sweet because you've gone through it. You grinded, you're in the mud.
Yeah.
So for me, that's something I've always...
That's sick.
And I got that early.
I like that.
I got that early.
That's good.
Very big.
Any advice?
I received... the first one that sort of came to mind was more recently from the missus, actually.
Go on.
When I was just deliberating taking this leap for this music thing. She was like, I believe in you. You're super talented. If you have more time to focus on this craft, it's only going to flourish. So go for it.
Yeah, man,
to have your wife backing you,
that
support at home. Come on. I was just that was the fuel I needed to. Just,
as a man, it feels great when you know the other half to say, babe, we got this.
Exactly.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask you, but that's great. I think the best advice I've been given is from my grandma. Rest in peace. She said to me before she passed, "Don't get old." That's what she said.
Don't get old.
Don't get old.
I get that.
That's what she said.
That was Joe. Joe came in with a swift one-liner too late.
Good game. Good game.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan show.
I haven't seen much online with yourself sitting down having conversations.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to home in and have document this situation.
Get to know you.
So let's talk us through the beginning. Like who are you? Where are you from?
So I'm a son of Ghanaian parents.
Calm.
I was born in Tooting Broadway, South London. Yeah, St. George's Hospital.
See it there.
I was here for about 2 years before I went to live in Ghana with my grandparents. My mum was studying. Yeah, my mum was sort of finishing off her law qualifications here, setting things up here. So I was living in Ghana for about 2-3 years with my grandparents. So I developed, the Ghanaian dialect tree.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can still speak it now
Fluently.
It's a bit shaky, but I can understand it fully and still speak it.
You can get by.
I can get by, exactly. So came back, started primary school. Went through primary school, middle school at the time. They don't do those now, do they?
Yeah, so middle school is
it's just primary.
It's primary and secondary now.
Secondary,
yeah. So I went to middle school for a bit, and then we switched. At one point, I went to one called Gorringe Park, which is in Mitcham.
Right.
And then I switched to a Catholic school. My parents wanted me to go through the Catholic school route. So I went to St. Thomas's, which is another middle school, to year 8. And then I went to Wimbledon College in Wimbledon.
Sick.
Which is like a Jesuit Catholic school.
Right.
So, it taught me a lot of discipline and whatnot there. It was a really good school, actually. We had a swimming pool and everything. It's one of the privileged ones.
Degrees.
And then, from there, during that time, though, during that early sort of upbringing, I always had a passion for music and performing.
Yeah.
Even when I was back in Ghana at like 2-3 years old, my granddad was a chief. He was a police chief in the capital, Accra.
Right.
And also a chief of his village called the Rampong in sort of the west.
So that's the head. They're the heads.
Chief of the village. So he was like, everything
goes through him.
He's
the guy.
He's that guy.
Right.
And he has this attire he wears, and literally he would every time he wears it, would get a custom identical one made for me.
Oh,
I was
sick.
literally like his mini me.
So you like Prince Hakeem?
Yeah. Literally living that
Love
Prince
that.
Hakeem dream. And
that.
every time I'd go to the village with him, all the kids would be excited and gather around because they knew I was coming. And what they'll do is they'll like sort of they'll congregate in an area, and I'll come and I'll pretend to basically perform for them.
Right.
And I was a big Michael Jackson fan.
Come
so
on,
I'd come
we
with
all were.
my pencil, singing Billie Jean, doing the dance moves and whatnot. So it's always been, performing's always been a thing for me. All through my early upbringing, into school, I go into street dance.
Okay, you
Just
immersed
fully
yourself
immersed.
into it.
Yeah. I was singing in when I got to sixth form, so I was really into singing. But then when I got to university, I went to Surrey University. I was part of the ACS, which is Afro-Caribbean Society. So
Okay.
I put on events. I went to my first ever event, and I saw these two DJs just killing it. And R&B, hip hop, bashment, just shutting it down. And I never seen that firsthand because I never really went out as a kid growing up. We'll do the odd house party here and there. My parents were quite strict. Like, it's all about the studies, whatever. So I didn't really get to go out. So that was my first exposure to like the clubbing world.
Right.
I saw that and I was instantly hooked. I was
gone.
like, I want to do what they're doing.
This is what? This is not CDs. This is records.
This is vinyl. They were using vinyl at the time.
Yeah.
And the CD decks had just started coming in.
Right.
But they were like old school. They were vinyl. So
Yeah,
they had the
yeah.
vinyl decks in their room as well. So I befriended them, try and go into their room, learn, So I'm mixing old school garage,
Come
a bit
on.
of jungle, and they really showed me the early ropes. And then from there, because obviously I didn't have the money to get equipment at the time. So in my campus dorm room, I had virtual DJ.
Right.
Sick.
So I was using that to
right.
get like the theory, if you will. Understanding how to blend tracks together, transitions, all that sort of stuff. And then it was that coupled with them letting me play a few early warm-ups before their sets in the ACS events. And then the student union gigs started happening. And yeah, we started growing the DJ from there.
So wait, you went from this is I like this. You went from going into a party, seeing DJs, understanding that that's what you wanted to do, and just taking it.
Yeah.
Just ran with it immediately.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Like you had a
Hooked me.
You
It's
had
almost like an epiphany moment.
100%, like a light bulb moment where you understand, and you was just ready to just do what it takes to be a DJ.
Yeah.
And you just went and done it.
Just to learn. And it was just the form of expression. It was different, but it was still like being able to perform. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to play music that you love.
Right.
And yeah, it just always fascinated me. And
Controlling a crowd.
Controlling the crowd.
So quick question.
Yeah.
Prior to seeing the DJs, did you have a musical journey? Because you said you performed and you sang, you danced, and clearly you were talented because you could do quite a bit. Did you ever have musical goals, or was you ever wanting to get into that side of the industry prior to seeing the DJs?
Yeah, I wanted to be like a pop star, basically.
Okay.
Parents always like education first. If I was to ever do anything like that.
Yeah.
That was actually one of my questions.
Yeah.
And there was little mini outlets that I had during the journey. So at Wimbledon College at sixth form, we had this talent show at the end of the year, just before we left to go uni.
Right.
And I remember I performed 2 songs, right? So I got my boys to get in on it as well. A few of my boys were into the performing and dancing and stuff as well. So we actually did P. Diddy, I Need a Girl Part 2.
That did the Diddler tunes,
Are we able to edit that and say he said like B2K or something?
Yeah.
So that was one of the songs.
You weren't to know.
I weren't to know, man.
You weren't to know.
Yeah. In my defense, I sang Mario's part.
Good way out. Good way out.
And in addition to that, we did. So that was more of the dancey hype song, and then we did like the ballad. One of my best friends, she could play the piano, and we did. And I sang with another guy. We did Casey and JoJo All My Life.
Oh, so you can sing.
I could. When I got to uni and then the drinking started, singing just. I know.
Yeah, it went downhill.
It went downhill. And then DJing came in. I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I still even during uni, I still was doing like the street dance. I set up my own little ACS dance crew,
right?
And would perform on the stage at the student union. And stuff. So there's still that outlet as well. But there was also the DJing I wanted to do as well. And then from there, I did my undergrad at Surrey University, and then I went on straight to do my masters at Brunel, West London.
Right.
And after that, my parents were like, okay, cool, you want to do this DJing thing? You can have some time now kind of to do it. So then I joined Deja Vu FM.
Yeah, remember.
And then at the same time, the Light FM came back, but they were just online.
Yep.
So I joined that. So I was doing 2 shows simultaneously, and at the same time, I started getting like West End gigs.
Yeah.
And just gradually building. The funky scene was big at that time.
Of course.
And then I started going to 2009, actually, when I graduated from my master's. I went to Inapa with my boy. Didn't have any bookings or anything, but I was like, let's just go. Let me go network.
Yep.
Networked, played for free. You know, did a lot of free gigs and stuff just to get my name about. And
why did we see each other? Because we were in the same, we're in and around.
So, I DJ'd, when I was in the West End, I met DJ Crisis.
There you go.
There's the story I have for you.
There you go.
Oh.
That I said to you earlier. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's hear it.
So my partner, my wife, booked you for Crisis's 30th birthday.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. I've got the...
Yeah. Oh.
What after party?
I won't go... Nah. I've got things on there. But I'll just show you the... Where is it? The little banner.
There you go.
Crisis, yeah. We met at Sound nightclub. Leicester Square.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I was in there.
Yeah.
He was in there.
Yeah.
Regularly.
He was that guy, and he was he was so welcoming as well, and he showed me the ropes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Proper guy, man. Big up Crisis.
What night was that? Friday night?
There were a few. There was like Sound. There was also, I don't know if you know Club Metra.
Yeah.
And there was Penthouse.
These are my clubs, Leicester Square.
Yeah.
Those are my days.
Yeah.
We're showing our ages, man.
You remember those clubs as well?
Yeah. That's dope.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
Yeah, 85.
85.
Yeah, I'm 86. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Same as age as me.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, don't.
Joe, don't do that.
I'm going to have to show you after.
What I want to ask you is,
Yep.
what has been your highest point so far?
In this whole journey.
In your whole journey, what's been the highest point? Like,
There's been a few.
Yeah.
There's been a few. The one that always comes to mind first was a gig I had back in 2018.
2018.
It was Virgil Abloh's Nike and Off-White collab after party.
Sick.
How did you land that?
Bro, it came through my agent at the time randomly. And
Right.
I heard of Virgil and I heard of Off-White, but I didn't know too much about it. And I knew they did this collab with Nike, right? And so it's like, oh, he's throwing this party. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw the line, I was like, oh, he's on there. So I didn't know he DJ'd as well.
Right.
And he was DJing, he was a headline. And then I realized, wait, I'm below him. So my set was just before his.
Okay.
So, and this room, it was at the Oval Space in East.
Okay.
So it was about 1,000 people.
Right.
It was packed. And they had me on almost prime, just before he was to come on. The set went really well.
Smashed
he came
it.
on and gave me props, kudos. We took a picture together.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Such a humble,
Yeah.
cool guy. God, may you rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that was definitely a highlight for me.
And after that, you just felt like you definitely knew you was in the right place.
Yeah. I was still DJing with work.
Yeah.
The day job.
Yeah.
But it was just moments like that along the way that led to, and a lot happened obviously in come 2020 with lockdown and everything. That was like one of the toughest years of my life because me and my wife, we lost our first daughter, Lara. May she rest in peace. She was 3 years old. That was a really, really, really tough time.
I don't want to fish too much, but what
So,
happened exactly?
So Lara was born with a condition. Right. It's called the Dandy Walker malformation. So it's an impairment of the brain when it's developing in the womb, right? And it was towards the back of the brain, the two hemispheres called the cerebellum, and there's like a bridge in between.
Yeah.
That bridge wasn't fully formed, and because of that, they said, when she's born, she may not be able to breathe on her own. Her motor coordination is going to be impacted, and they were suggesting we terminate it. And we said no. We want to give her a fighting chance. And she came out. She reached all her milestones. She could breathe on her own. She was crawling. She got to walk. The only complication she had was she had build up of fluid in the brain. Because of that impairment at the back, it meant she had hydrocephalus,
right,
which is extra fluid. So we had to get a shunt, which is like a device that sort of goes around here and then it drains. It's got tubing underneath and it goes all the way down to her stomach. So it drains the fluid that way. But the issue is that was it would get impaired, so it would get blocked every so often. So she would need to go in and have essentially brain surgery each time to replace that.
Right.
And we had a few instances where we had to go in. So she had about maybe two surgeries where it was blocked and they needed to be replaced as she was developing. But when she got to 3, because she had developed a bit more and the signs that she would give weren't the same.
Right.
Because typically when she gets it, she would vomit. She'd get really lethargic, and then we know, okay, she's having an episode. Let's take her in, do the surgery. We'll bring her home a day or 2 later. But this time she was at nursery at the time. She was sick. We took her to St. George's Hospital, but then she got better on her own within maybe 6 hours or something. So we brought her back home, and then she was still in discomfort.
Right.
Then we took her back into the hospital. Went to our local one, which was Mayday in Croydon. But then they transferred her to St. George's because she was still presenting as, it was like up and down. It was very what have you. And then we were there and we were waiting to be seen. And then all of a sudden she just had a catastrophic stroke.
Really?
So sorry.
Had to call the crash team, and then they took her in to operate, and then it was unfortunately, and that really hit us hard. It was literally the end of February 2020. So it was a leap year that year. So pronounced date of death was the 29th.
Right.
So obviously we had to plan a funeral and stuff, and lockdown was coming. But the blessing was we got to have a full send off for her.
Yeah, because I remember that period.
That period was very, very techie. Literally, we had the funeral, and I think the next day Boris called that first lockdown.
Oh wow!
So we had, and so many people came. We had maybe 200 people come.
Okay,
it was a really big send off.
Yeah.
At least we had that, but then the tough bit was leading up to that. My wife's from Uganda. So traditionally, when someone passes in the family, they have what they call a lumbe, where the family gather around, they come and essentially stay at the house, sleeping over and whatnot, sleeping where they can, whether it's the floor, whatever. So they did that up until the funeral date. So we had all that support. We didn't have to think about food or whatnot. We just, we could mourn and grieve as a unit.
Right.
But then to go from that to lockdown, everyone had to go. It was just me and the wife in our apartment. It was really tough for both of us. So, but we're thankful for therapy.
Yeah,
both had therapy.
Is that helped?
it definitely helped.
Yeah.
It definitely helped. And that was the first time I spoke to a therapist.
Right.
And she's actually a therapist by trade.
By trade.
So she was always having therapy because as part of her profession, she needs to speak to a therapist as well. Yeah. So that really helped her. And yeah, together we really pulled through, and having each other,
of course,
really
it's
helped.
important.
Yeah, it really did. And then that was the catalyst for me starting the label.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah. So we started Lara Records, and
that was the
Maria
inspiration
That was
behind
inspiration. Yeah, her love for music. I wanted to try and honor that. I'd always wanted to start producing, so I thought, now's the time. Produce music, put it out under Lara Records as a start. Use it to empower, the next generation as well.
Yep.
And it's gone from strength to strength. We manage upcoming DJs now, artists now.
Right.
We release music, of course, through the label. We do events, and it's really blossoming quite nicely now.
So is that okay? So I was on your Instagram yesterday, and I saw you was doing workshops. Is that all a part of the same thing, or is that is that a separate thing?
That's a separate thing. That was an opportunity that was just presented itself, and I've always wanted to do that at some point.
Yeah,
I didn't think I was ready yet.
Right,
but just from this whole experience, one thing I do now is just not refrain from opportunities.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate. I just go in,
100%.
try it. Life is too short.
100%.
Life is just too short for reservation.
100%.
What I have seen since you've done your production, your label, I had a little deep dive on your music.
Appreciate it.
Your, I'd say most popular songs. He's doing numbers.
Come on.
He's got over 2.5 million streams on Spotify.
This guy.
Wow.
Honestly,
you've tabulated them all up.
I'm a little bit of a geek, not quite a science geek,
Yeah.
but just from what I've seen,
he got burnt with a Bunsen burner.
yeah. I couldn't quite turn it the right way.
Turn it on.
So what I've seen is Let You In, 1.4 million streams.
Wow, yeah.
Runaway,
yeah,
over 500k.
Wow.
Reality, top end of 400k.
Wow.
Chocolati, 150k.
Yeah.
Bon Appetit that you put out this year, a few months ago, right?
Come on.
Yeah.
Almost 100k.
Wow.
He's doing numbers.
Wow,
And then he's
we're
just
trying,
brought
man.
out something new as well.
This is why I got him here.
Yeah.
This is why he's here, because he's not going to answer the phone soon.
Stop
I told you.
it,
He's
He's
man.
not, bro. He's not, bruv. The thing about it is, with
I need a
Larizzle,
picture and an autograph.
facts.
Get him now.
Stop it.
You know what it is with Larizzle? We met so many years ago, and we've always been a message here, a little because football fans. Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much why we're super. We're converse online because of the footy, and I know he does music, and he knows I used to do that.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I swear.
But
Bedroom don't count.
I saw him. I saw you tearing. And I was looking at the gram. I said, bruv, yo, brother.
He's not going to talk to me.
I said,
Can you come down today? Not tomorrow, today.
before it goes mad.
Before he says new number, who's this?
But mad.
Well, to be
Not
fair,
like that.
to be fair,
I respect it. I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
you should have answered the phone already because this guy's humble.
Yeah, man.
Very,
Two-time
yes.
official mixtape award winner.
Come on.
Listen, have you seen? Matter of fact,
Talk to me.
apartment life.
Yes.
Because that's like the new big trend. You've already graced it. And you smashed it.
Yeah, the gallon in there as well.
You smashed it. When I mean,
That's a question. You want to ask your question first?
Yeah.
Go,
Let me
you
just-
go.
yeah. So,
You land and I'll land after.
I first listened to him before
mine
I
ain't
watched him.
serious.
Okay.
I first listened to him, So I
Yeah,
listened,
yeah.
I was like, okay, this mix is cold. Then I watched it, and going back to what you said about females.
Yeah.
Larizzle was actually-
Vibes.
Larizzle was a married man. Of
course.
And you can see he's a married man.
Come on.
So he's just doing his thing, but the girls are just there like...
Yeah. Yeah.
And he every now and again does a little...
Yeah.
Just absolutely killed it, bro. Honestly.
I know the answer to my question, but I want to know the answer to your question.
Okay.
Being married, how do you navigate with the music?
So, the good thing is my wife's also my manager.
So she's there.
So in that
Also his bodyguard.
in apartment life, she was off screen.
I bet. She was there like this. She ain't never got a She was there
Say
like,
nothing.
really? Really?
Say nothing. Say no more.
That's mine.
No,
The girls are all her friends. They're all her friends as well.
okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
we're
sense.
all friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like he said, his wife is his manager. So when he was like, babe, I got the apartment life gig, she said, hold on one second. She Googled it and went, oh, okay. Charlene, Shanice, we're all going down there today. But it's our set.
But the advice I would give to the audience based on that is, I think it's very important to always include your partner in stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm able to do what I do.
Yeah.
Pod, do music.
Yeah.
It was including.
Yeah.
Babe, come with me to this.
Yeah.
Show, come studio.
Yeah.
And sometimes I bring the missus to the studio and it's just, you know what studio life is like.
Yeah.
It's boring as shit
is,
if you're not
it
doing
is.
stuff.
Literally.
But I'd bring her there for her to get bored.
Yeah.
And
So
for the
she
next time I'm going studio, she goes, babe, don't worry.
Do your thing.
You go.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
But include her so she
That's
can
it.
see the process.
Exactly.
And that the girl them there is not just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just there
So
as groupies.
I like that, man.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
missus is there. So
It's
I
there.
respect. Shout out to
Always
the
there.
missus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we got you, man. He's not going nowhere. You know, like that. No, but that's a blessing.
Question.
Talk to me. Go for it.
Question.
Go.
Because, again, I was deep diving, pause through your music.
Love a deep dive,
Cal-
innit? You love a deep
Listen,
dive.
listen, we can talk, you know.
Yeah.
We can talk, you know.
Come on.
Right. And looking through the production catalogue and everything. Kool and the Gang. How on earth? Because that's not just anybody. That's not, no disrespect to like a Skepta. This is Kool and the Gang.
Yeah, facts.
How on earth did that come about? And can I just say,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was a mad one. To this day, I still kind of pinch myself.
like, he answered the phone.
Yeah.
Pinch myself.
Yeah.
So that collab came about through a radio plugger I know. Big up Iron.
Come on.
You know Iron.
I know Iron.
Media to radio.
He plugged my record.
Yeah,
plugged
that's
Don't
a
Talk to
name
Me.
I have
Yes.
not heard in so long.
Oh, you know Iron too?
I don't know him personally,
Yeah.
but musicians would always,
Yeah.
Iron.
use,
Yeah.
So through Iron,
I don't know if I owe him money still, but
Caught for radio time.
yeah, I think I did clear up my debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty early on through my production journey was I was known for doing remixes.
Right.
And Iron sort of clocked onto that. And he'll recommend me to his network of people and whatnot.
Right.
And he'll suggest projects and things for me to jump on and whatnot. So it was an agent that he knew called Claude who looks after Kool and the Gang. So I think the first project that came was Runaway.
Yeah.
That remix. That came. I did it, sent it to Iron. Iron sent it to Claude. Claude was super impressed. So impressed he wanted to reach out to me directly. And he was like, oh, we've got this other project.
Wow.
Kool and the Gang. I was like, what? What do you mean?
What?
Cool? What is this? Another
A new group.
Yeah,
a new
yeah,
group?
yeah.
No, the Kool and the Gang.
Sick.
So much so that I had a call, a three-way call between me, Claude, and George Brown, who's one of the founding members of the band. And it's mad because we did this remix, essentially between me and George. The song was Let's Party, which they released, I think, 2022, October, around that time. So the previous year, before I did the remix, this song, one of their recent releases had come out. They wanted that remix. They wanted like an Afro beat with sort of African electronic vibe to it.
Right.
It slaps, you know. Have you heard it?
Thank you.
It slaps.
It's a banger.
It slaps.
Yeah.
And yeah, they wanted me to remix it and they also wanted a rap on it.
Okay.
So we ended up getting Nole.
Cold.
Big up Nole.
Gee.
I need to hear this.
Tune.
I need to hear
slaps.
this.
Bodied it.
Yeah. I need to hear
She
this.
bodied it.
Slaps.
She bodied it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it was just great to liaise with George Brown throughout the process. He did the mixing and mastering in his studio in LA. But sadly, not long after the song came out, he passed away.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it was just really nice to have that time with him before.
Yeah. It's
just
meant to
have
be.
that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a
Divine
blessing,
intervention, innit?
divine intervention for real.
Quickly talk to me about your residency and KISS. Is this permanent now? Is this what you're going to be doing?
So it's a 3-month residency.
Right.
We did my last show. I'm recording it week after next.
Right.
And Yeah, I mean, we've been talking in the Kids Bosses, and they're really liking how the show's sounding, and yeah, we're seeing what we can do. We can do next year. But this residency thing is meant to be a 3-month thing,
Right?
Yeah, because they've been doing it throughout the year with different DJs and whatnot.
DJs.
Yeah, so yeah, New Year. Let's watch this space.
Any questions that you pending ones you want?
I've got a couple, but because you spoke on it earlier, what do you have any other business adventures outside of music, or do you see yourself going into anything else? Because now your network is growing.
Yeah.
Do you have your eye on any other space?
Yeah. I can't say too much, but me and the wife are planning
plotting.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Come on.
just be on the lookout, everyone.
Yeah.
See?
And aside from that, actually, we are into property investment.
Right.
So we have, our first flat that we bought.
Yeah.
That we now, we're landlords of, as
Right.
it were, here.
Yeah.
But we really want to invest back home in Africa, because we also run a charity together as well. called
Amazing.
Kalira, for children in Uganda.
This is fantastic.
So that's our other
Venture.
one of our other ventures outside of music. Giving back is really big for us. So we do that. We've run that since 2018.
Yep.
And we want to build a library in my wife's village called Masaka Village.
Okay.
We want to call it Lara's Library.
Come on.
Love that.
So within that, we want to, provide a space where the local kids can come and read, but we also, within the library, want to build music studios as well
Amazing.
to allow any of the kids that are musically inclined
Yeah.
to come and express themselves. So
You've got work to do.
big time.
And he's doing it.
We're trying.
He's doing
We're
it.
trying.
Love it.
So you've pretty much been dubbed the pioneer of UK Afro house.
Is that what it's
That's a
called? Is
big
that
term.
what it's called?
So
Because it's got so many.
It's got so many different
so many
names.
elements in it.
But I feel like because
There's-
because it's here and he's mixed the piano, different sounds. Everyone always throws like a UK, etc., etc. So, but effectively, it's given him his own stamp.
Yeah.
So that's why I've said he's been dubbed as like the pioneer of
Right.
UK Afro house.
Because obviously I'm not super familiar.
Yeah.
You're the head. So if I need to know from pause.
So yeah,
I need to know from you exactly what the dynamics of it is. What is
Yeah.
it
so
called?
we're layman's, we're new to music.
Yeah.
What is UK Afro house?
Right. So Afro house typically stems from a form of house music that comes from South Africa.
Right.
They're the pioneers of it, right?
Right.
And within the Afro house umbrella, there's all these subgenres coming out. So Amapiano is like one of the newest
The newer.
ones. Well, an even newer one now is called 3-step,
Right.
which is a mix between typical, say, Afro house, which I say the figurehead for that would be Black Coffee.
Yes.
His
Yeah.
style of music.
Big.
Yep.
So 3-step is a mix between Amapiano, which is, heavy percussive bass lines and whatnot, with sort of traditional Afro house. That's 3-step. So there's then Amapiano, there's Gom, or pronounced Gom,
Okay.
which is like a, I'd say between 125, 130 BPM.
Okay.
Really heavy percussive bass lines and what have you. And there's Bacardi, there's quite a few, right? And the way, I suppose this UK Afro House term comes from, I'd say, my background of, I'd say when my name started gaining a bit of prominence in the UK, it was from UK Funky.
Right.
And in my productions, I kind of pieced together, bits of my past, or my musical culture, if you will.
Sick.
So I've done elements of UK funky,
Right,
tribal, soulful house,
right. It's
into this
intricate.
new Amapiano kind of sound as well. So that's why, this phrase UK Afro House kind of.
Well, let's not
Yeah,
put air
sorry.
quotes,
Yeah.
it's a real thing now,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
an
yeah.
actual movement. And
Yeah.
like I said, your numbers speak for themselves. And
Try, man. Thank you.
I've seen the people that have shouted you out and bigged you up, from the Mo Gilligans to Jordan, everyone. This guy's name is on everyone's
Bro, I know him, bro.
paws, mouth, lips.
My
Like,
brethren,
I know him now too.
My brethren.
okay, I've got a bit of a funny one.
Yeah.
Worst experience musically.
Worst.
It doesn't have to be like, I don't mean worst as in like, you went to a set and the owner was just a an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just like maybe you were in like a trap house or something. Like, what's like the worst
wow.
or the most unusual?
Worst musical
saw that, by the
experience. One that comes to mind was one of the early bookings, international bookings. After I Napa, I got one from Slovenia, Ljubljana, Slovenia, right?
That the Eastern Bloc. That's like Slovakia and
Yeah.
Poland.
That's like, I'm surprised you went.
yeah. I'm surprised you got through.
Just being
saw
Larry
that.
the African man.
No, but they do fuck with you. Lot,
They
though.
do, yeah.
They do. Even hip hop music, they love it.
Yeah.
When you're a musician, the color doesn't really.
Yeah.
They expect you to be black.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but then they also still expect you to be black.
True.
Yeah, so I got this booking and it was to play Funky House over there.
Right.
The first time they've ever done it, UK Funky in Slovenia. Like this guy that was based over here but lived over there, where it was going back and forth. It was like, I'm going to book you, fly you over,
Right.
go there and everything and play it. And I was proper excited, I was like proper sharing it. Everyone's like,
Right.
I'm going to Slovenia. It's going to be sick, right? It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Get there now. 2 people.
No.
Stop
Two.
it.
Wow.
2.
Was that including the guy that was...
Including the promoter.
Including yourself?
Know that.
Two
Oh,
people that weren't the bar staff
Yeah.
or us, literally 2 people. And that place was quite big as well. So it was an awkward one.
So you had like
They
a
live
Ja
their
Rule 50
lives.
Cent moment where you just, I don't care, I'm still going to
What was that?
Yeah.
Why
I was
was
just
that like? That was.
I don't know,
Promotion?
the promotion didn't
Yeah.
happen or people were interested.
Yeah,
I
you
I wasn't a big
you
name
might,
or anything
You
like
might
that.
not be known.
Yeah.
I can
not-
just say for when Black Coffee is my favourite DJ. When he started, I was one of the originals.
Right.
And he did clubs where there was like literally
Yeah.
not no one, but
But
like
it was-
50 people.
Yeah.
And it was all very much Africans.
Yeah.
Because they knew him,
Yeah.
his music.
Right.
And it's now, like you can't even fucking get a
getting
ticket.
stadiums
can't.
and that.
So
now.
like
Listen.
there's going to be
Yeah.
stages in your life
Yeah.
where
That's
why I
you can
asked that
just look
question.
back
Yeah.
on and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
think, wow.
Because I've seen...
He's my goat, by the way. Black Coffee.
He's
my inspiration.
I've seen
You're
that-
there. You're getting there. You are.
internationally,
Thank you.
155 plus venues. I've seen some of the names of these venues. I know how many people they hold. So that's why I wanted to know if you've ever had I've performed for one person.
Yeah.
Because now I can see you're performing for hundreds,
Yeah.
thousands of people. Casually now. It's just
Yeah.
becoming your...
Crazy.
You know?
Grateful.
Before we wrap this segment, Larizzle, how is the tour going? How you finding it? I looked on your IG, busy, traveling, busy, up and down, suitcases there, at airport there, bomb.
It's mad.
How is it? It's just an experience.
It's tiring,
to-
man, but I'm so grateful because like this year's been the biggest year.
Right.
We've gone across 5 continents.
Crazy.
Which is insane to
Crazy.
say out loud.
Yeah.
For anywhere from America, we've done Chicago, Miami. We did Colombia, a tour in Colombia. I did my first writing camp in Colombia.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to a teatro called Subsidio. They're called. They reached out. They got the British Council involved
Right.
to fund it as well.
Right.
Yeah. So they funded the writing camp. They funded me going over there, performing. So I performed 2 gigs, one in Cali, one in Bogota, the capital. That was absolutely incredible. Shouts to them. Tanzania. Went to Tanzania for the first time. Zanzibar is one of the best islands on earth. Swear to God.
Yeah, my best friend just came back from there, and she's already booking.
Kareem. Go if you can.
Yeah.
Go if you can.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Place.
So we're going to be watching your growth. Pause. You know what I mean?
Wait.
We're going to continue seeing what you're doing because, again, as you said here, we're proud.
Very.
I'm just like, I'm in awe. So you know what I mean? And again, speaking to you about your journey, you deserve this, my brother. You know what I mean? You deserve this, man.
And he's not just resting on his laurels. He's literally elevating time after time after time.
Brother. And if it all goes pear-shaped, you know what I mean? You science, bro. You
Yeah.
like that. You're good to go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
2
I
degrees.
respect you. Round of applause for Larizzle, people.
Amazing.
Thank you.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan show.
Gabs, I want to quickly talk about this Kendrick Lamar album. GNX. GNX is a Buick.
Yeah, it's a car.
Apparently, it's a muscle car, and his dad
Owned one.
Okay.
So that nostalgia, that feeling behind it, I think that's the reason why he hasn't actually come out and said the reason why he's called it that, but that's what
He always ties something into.
12 songs, 44 minutes, which is fantastic.
Very easy.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very palatable. The first record we spoke about briefly on the phone, Whacked Out Murals.
Yeah.
Some lines in there.
He set the tone with that. He knew what he was doing.
He set the tone.
He knew
with
what
that.
he was doing.
So he's got a Lil Wayne line in there where he says he used to bump the Carter 3, which is when you say used to. Now we're having
and Super Bowl references and all this.
I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony. I think my hard work made Lil Wayne. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. That is a shot, right?
Yeah, yeah, because it's
subtle.
Yeah,
because when J. Cole said it, he wasn't using it as a shot. He was using it as, man, I messed up my
opportunities.
I let down my idol, my inspiration.
Yeah.
With everything that's happened with the Super Bowl, Lil Wayne being snubbed, and the whole Drake beef and everything, that's a shot.
Yeah,
that's a shot.
It's a sub, but it's a shot.
Yeah.
If anyone that knows Kendrick, that isn't coming from I messed up. That's a shot.
So in light of that, because this album's not been out for long, Lil Wayne tweeted, "Man, what the F? W-T. What the fuck? I just be chilling and it still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let's let this giant sleep, I beg you all." So he's talking to more than one person.
Because he's had a few. There's been a few.
"No one really wants destruction, not even me. But I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love." Now, let me just let you know, Lil Wayne, legend. But you don't want it with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't want it with
so.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it with Kendrick.
I don't know.
Leave it alone.
You think?
You know what it is? We spoke about last episode. I don't know if you heard it. Me and Drizzy was talking about the fact that amidst the announcement, everything has been negative towards Kendrick. No one said
anything positive.
Like,
other than
congratulations.
Nas. Other than Nas.
You know what I mean?
Like,
come on. Again, this is why I say these people ain't friends, bruv.
Yeah.
The industry is very, very neaky.
They're all colleagues.
It's like, come on, and so for Kendrick to be a massive fan of Lil Wayne as well, and the talk about maybe he inviting him to do some sort of feature on the Super Bowl, which that ain't happening now.
Yeah.
You kind of just shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And I can understand the bar.
I get it, but I don't get where you say Wayne doesn't want it with Kendrick. Because are we forgetting?
Are we gonna, bruv? You want him?
No, because the reason why I say this, because they don't have no personal gripe.
You know.
So they're just gonna be firing off lyrics.
No, but he just said.
It's not about destruction.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got even, all right, look when Wayne had beef with Dipset, and they nobody ever, other than him and the Young Thug beef, which was not really a beef, it was just Birdman being some instigator. Wayne doesn't ever get really personal on that tip.
Yeah.
He just goes, we'll go bar for bar, rap for rap,
Yeah.
line for line, lyric for lyric.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend that Lil Wayne can just sit here and think of something off the top that will be fire.
I'm not going to.
I'm not trying to say that it wouldn't be a good battle, but you just tried to make it seem that like Wayne can't hang with Kendrick.
I think he's going to get wrapped up in the spliff.
You think Wayne will be
It's a rapper. It's a
Yeah,
spliff.
I agree. I think
It's
Kendrick
would be packed.
It's a rap.
Are we going to even understand Wayne?
Yeah, exactly. You know, like that.
All right, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Because have you heard of so when he was on like Big Dog with Benny and all that? 2023 and 2024, his features, he's been killing them.
Bruv, we don't care.
Right, cool, because you're on this new recency bias, and I can get that.
It's not.
It is. And you're a Kendrick stan. Let's not do that.
No. But this is what I'm saying.
Do you know what? Drake won the beef.
Do you know what? I think we should get undressed, go outside and fight.
It's just
Get undressed.
My thing is this: just let the man do his thing. Like he's He just won Battle of the Year. Let a man live. You don't need. We get it. You're a legend. That's the thing. This is not a diss.
Yeah.
You're a legend.
Yeah.
You are Wayne.
Yeah.
But let's not start talking. Let's not start doing the subs. Like you can.
But Kendrick fired the first sub.
Bruv, he'll wrap you up, bruv.
But the thing is, you just said let's not do this. But
Bruv,
Wayne, like you said, Wayne was chilling in the corner, like probably
bruv.
sipping lean. Not
Do you
even
remember the
knowing what was
KFC
going
rap?
on.
You know the KFC rap, bruv. You know that one with the little with the lettuce in it, bruv, and that, bruv. This you know that.
That one lettuce.
one lettuce.
The cucumber and that. Just allow it, bruv. You get
I
me?
hear you. We'll agree to disagree, but I hear you.
The Taylor Main line.
Yeah.
Snoop. He was firing at everyone. He was not.
I prayed it was the edibles, bruv.
Yeah.
Why are you posting?
Leave Unc alone.
Why are
though,
you
man.
posting the ops? Why are you posting Drake's Taylor Main?
Because it is a financial thing, and people know at the end of listen. Kendrick is the hood. Kendrick is for us.
Right.
Drake. Remember, Snoop is commercial now.
Yeah, I had the John.
I heard it too. But Drake is commercial.
Yeah.
Snoop is commercial now. We're not talking about 95 Snoop. Snoop is everyone's favorite uncle. He's not our uncle.
Of course.
He's everyone's favorite uncle.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, Snoop knows where to I'm going to ping this out there because it's going to keep people happy.
Right. I like what you're again. I think a lot of the time when we have this conversation, I think we're missing key points. Kendrick Lamar doesn't like Drake.
No.
He he doesn't like him one bit.
No.
So ops is ops, and he's treating it
He's
like
on that time. Yeah.
If you're there, I'm over here.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
TDE,
Yeah.
them man there,
Yeah.
bruv, like
he's on that time.
He's on that time. So of course, Snoop is the guy. Snoop is Uncle Snoop, but just Snoop, why you post that, brother?
Yeah.
Like, relax.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You get me? We know.
Yeah.
Kendrick fucks with you heavy, but I've got stuff to do, and Snoop, please, like, you know that one's there.
It gets techie.
It gets techie, brother.
Yeah.
Apparently, Snoop has apologized. Which is I respect it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to because that's Snoop and Snoop's there. Snoop's the guy, he's Uncle Snoop. But I respect that maybe, you know what it is when man get excited. And you hear a man, imagine you hear your voice on Drake.
You're like,
oh, you're like,
yeah.
whoa, okay.
Yeah.
And then you tweet it or post it out and you go, oh, I didn't really study what
I don't even think so, because Snoop can put that out, right? And then Snoop can apologize and it doesn't hurt either way.
Yeah.
Because Drake's not going to be like, oh, you apologize. This is Snoop.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's everybody's Unc.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like, all right, Unc did what Unc did.
Yeah.
Unc was in the moment. Maybe he had some edibles. Unc's sober. And now he's apologized. We're all good. Do you get it? We're all good. So it doesn't really hurt. It's not like when J. Cole apologized.
Did you excuse the pun? Okay, nigga, let's settle it. These niggas been fake loyal. Since you're pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you. Okay, fuck your hip hop. I watched the party die. That's Cole's shot. That's a shot, Cole.
Yeah, because remember, Cole said just the other day.
That's a clean shot.
Cole said the other day, which I think is the most pussiest thing you can ever say, is, okay, I chose not to be in a battle, but if I did, I would have won. That's like me and you. That's like you two getting in a fight, me meant to back you, and then being like, do you know what? I know you got punched up, but if I had been there, and if I had thumped Larizzle, I'd have knocked him out clean. Bruv, go stand in the corner.
I just think, especially with the opening track of the record, he just needed to just
chill.
Again. Before we get into this album, let me just show you
where I'm at.
I'm at.
This is where I stand.
I love the album, of course.
Easy listen.
7 records out of 12 stand out to me. Of course, Whacked Out Murals.
Big.
Squabble Up. When we heard the intro for that off the Lot Like Us video, we were all like, what the hell is this? And that's that tune. My son loves that tune, actually.
It's that bounce, isn't it?
It's
bounce.
It's that level of club vibe. You know what I mean?
I almost feel like he slightly took a Drake little, not say avenue, but because Drake uses a lot of bounce.
Yes, he does.
So I feel like he went, I could do this.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right, because this album feels more like Damn. More
it does.
up-tempo.
It's up-tempoed.
More vibes.
And I genuinely feel like he took a Drake album style concept and made like a Kendrick, put the Kendrick stamp on it. Because when I was listening to it, we'll obviously deep dive. A lot of it, I felt like this is very, not Drake-ish, but this is very like, I could hear him, and I could almost hear him going, do you know what, Drake would do this, so I'm going to show him. Oh, Drake could do this, I'm going to show him.
Yeah.
Facts.
I felt like he literally said, the title of the album was Kill Drake. Show him I'm better than him.
He's boxed him in.
Yeah.
A complete boxing.
Like this album very much was like, again, not to say Drake-ish because that's taken away from Kendrick, but I felt like he went, Drake does this, I'm gonna show people that he's not the only one, and I can do it and pull it on my stamp on it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you bro?
Put my stamp on it.
I'm gonna say because
relax.
Wow.
Relax, baby.
Brother, it's on camera.
This hand gesture.
Do you know what? At some point when you do an edit, run it back.
Luther featuring Scissor.
Big.
Oh my god.
Big. That brings you back.
Oh my god.
Brings you, and he's so slick with that sample.
Yeah.
The sample, you win immediately with the sample, and then SZA sings on it as well.
Beautiful. Yeah. And it's a record that you lean back, sit to, chill.
You can chill
vibe,
with
the energy of it, the sound, the cadence, the sound, the clarity. Beautiful. Singing it, bruv. It's like music. Like this is what I'm saying. That we talked about our hip hop. Our hip hop was produced, man.
Yeah.
Our hip hop produced. When Dr. Dre put a tune out, it was produced.
And our hip hop came from a lot of sampling.
The Kanye's, the Dre's, bruv. Man at the Garden, which I played at the top of the
For
podcast.
me, outside of Whacked Out Murals, Man at the Garden is the best track on the album.
One mic. It's just one mic.
It's just the best track on the album.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
He did not miss at all. Top to bottom of that track, didn't miss.
So is when that record when he's talking through his process of it, it was really interesting to listen to that story again because again, when I hear it, I obviously hear Nas one mic.
Yeah,
but him and that record just took you through another level of like this is it. Like,
I'm taking you to that next step.
I'm taking you to that next step. Lyrically, mate.
For me, it's this. Like I said, I love Whacked Out Murals because one, the video, two, it was that statement piece. But Man at the Garden for me, that's the standout song. Like if you were to tell, if someone was to ask me play something from that Kendrick album, I'd play you Man at the Garden. And then Whacked Out Murals just so you could feel where he stood.
So you got this record called Peekaboo, number 6, where he's featuring an artist. I don't quite know the artist's name.
I don't think
AZ. I don't know his name, but what I gathered from it, again, whether this is intentional or not, he's using a lot of the underground West Coast. Because the narrative,
still in touch.
The narrative was like, where you invited them onto the pop out, but now when you make your album, you're going to be like, and which is clearly what he's not done. So that record, again, Heart Part 6,
big.
SWV sample,
big.
Use Your Heart,
big.
Like again, takes you back. I've noticed a lot with this album. There's a lot of
resignation.
There's a lot of nostalgia. 100%. And at the moment, those records are the ones that I'm. Again, this is what the album's been out two days.
I'm still digesting it.
Because
I've gone through once.
Man, don't say it's a classic or nothing like that. I don't want to hear that. Because that's what they'll do. You listen to it, and they listen to what? It's a classic.
Time it's a classic.
It's amazing. Come on.
That's like
still
that's J. Cole fans. Can I? All right. Then, so can I play the devil's advocate?
Go for it.
And say there is one song on there that I actually think is a miss.
Okay, talk to me.
It's the self-featured titled song, GNX.
Okay, that's one of the records that hasn't grown on me yet.
Right. So for me, because of everything on there, is probably at least a 7. Right? Like, because for how I've got it, I've got Whacked Out Murals, Man at the Garden, Heart Part 6. They're the top 3, right? You can have them out in any order. I got Man at the Garden 1, Whacked Out, and then Heart. And then I've got Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue
is a big tune.
It's very short.
Yeah. But that's all it needed.
It's got melody. Melody.
I got Dodger Blue there, and then I've got like TV Off. Where else have I got? I think I got TV Off in his own little category. Then like Hey Now, Reincarnated, Peekaboo, they're all in the same little mixture with Gloria. But then for me, GNX just misses. Like for me, I feel like it's like he forgot he had to do a self-titled song, and he just maybe pulled one out and then kind of pause. I caught myself. Let's go through how many pauses I need.
But do you know? But this I'm saying. Like again, I don't disagree with you. Sometimes music It's slow. It's a slow burn.
I was gonna say it could.
With all the music that comes out now, everything is just like, it's got to be good. It's got to sound a certain way. Our albums back in the day, you went HMV, you put the earphones on, you listened to it,
weeks.
you grew it for over again.
Weeks,
and then
man.
you catch something on that record that you didn't catch before, something that you didn't like.
You had
now
time to really digest it and really
100%.
take it in and completely.
Yeah.
You got to learn to love the album.
100%.
Nowadays, you don't get that time to love the album.
I still try and do that now.
You imagine
artists will put out an album now and then put out a next one a month later.
Imagine you have an album that you have no choice of listening to.
Yeah.
That was us.
Yeah.
There was no other music
No
to
other
listen
music,
to.
yeah.
You listened to that or you didn't listen to it.
We're going back to before people were beefing over release dates.
Yeah.
So like for example, if you had a Wu-Tang album came out on its own.
Yeah.
It didn't clash.
No.
Everyone kind of gave, Wu-Tang's out, let's leave them for
give them this, give them the year.
Yeah.
I remember when Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style came out, bro. That I rinsed it. I got murdered, bro.
Look at when Dre brought out 2001.
Yeah, bro. We was waiting for that because they told us Detox. Remember they told us Detox?
Yeah, for time.
What else came out?
Yeah, nothing.
No one really released anything. You obviously got your mixtapes, but no one really. Everyone's that's Dre's.
Dre's here.
Dre.
Yeah.
Jiggy body.
Gams, let's run through quick bits and pieces before we sign out because we got the man here, Larizzle, in the building. I like his opinion on a few bits and pieces as well currently.
Right.
What do you want to say?
Do we really want to talk about football?
We could start with Colin McGregor.
Oh, you like football, right? Yeah, you guys talk about football. Go on.
All right, we do want to football. Football. Okay. Troy Deeney. Shout out to Troy Deeney, bro. My guy. Troy Deeney, don't do that. Said Mohamed Salah is not world class.
He contradicted himself though.
Who wants to start? Because I'm gonna Larizzle, talk to me. Talk to me, my brother.
What was the context? I didn't hear.
He said,
like, in what way?
I'm going to read you something.
Yeah.
I'm going to read you something.
Why I said he contradicts himself.
He said verbatim, my argument has always been that I just don't think he's world class. But world class is just a different opinion. What I think of world class is, would I want my kids to play like that player? That's what I think world class is. If I was asking my kids, what forward would you like to be? I would be saying I would like to look at someone like Vinicius Jr. Opposed to Mohamed Salah.
And then went on to say, this is why I say he contradicts himself. Although Mo Salah is highly effective and scores in games and scores an unbelievable amount of goals, but is not world class. Now, you cannot say about someone being highly effective in games and scores an unbelievable, not a few, an unbelievable amount of goals, changes games, important for his team, and then say the man's not world class. Now, initially, I was going to be devil's advocate because I was going to say, you know what? I didn't not agree.
He thought about it.
I thought about it because I was going to say so for me personally, I only started thinking Salah was world class maybe about 2 seasons ago. Right. Because for me, I'm a longevity type of person. Because we come from the golden era of football as well.
Yes.
You couldn't have one season and then because there was plenty of one-hit wonders. But we had like Mitu that played for Swansea who scored 25 goals and then next
he's gone.
He scored 2 goals and then he was out of here.
Yeah.
So for me, you had to do 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Salah now has done 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Yes, he hasn't scored 42 again, but he's got 25 excess of 25.
Yeah.
When he doesn't play well, since Mane is gone, you've seen the difference in the team.
Yeah.
When he's firing, all cylinders go.
Yeah.
And I'm a United fan, and that pains me to say. But so for me, Troy Deeney kind of was sort of veering down the right road and then kicked himself in the foot.
Yeah.
Because you can't say someone is highly effective, scores unbelievable amount of goals, is important for your team, and then go, but he's world class.
Yeah.
He's
not world class.
What's the objective of football then?
Yeah, that's that.
You know what I mean?
Don't make sense. And then say someone that's only really burst onto the scene as a player of, if you even want, I want to call him world class stature for the last year or so, Vinicius Jr.
Yeah.
I said if you want to say, because for me, he's not the finished. He's still not finished.
It's not finished.
And yes, he's carrying a Real Madrid team, and he's improved a lot. His ceiling is crazy.
Yeah.
But come on, you can't say Vinicius is world class and then Salah isn't.
This
That
is
doesn't make
why
sense.
I know, or I think, and I'll let you take over in a second,
Yeah.
Larizzle. This is why I know, or I think, Troy Deeney smoking Push and Peng.
He's just a hater.
It's not even that.
Nah, he's just a hater.
He's smoking the Push and Peng because he's retired. And
Yeah.
when you retire, you just can't, you know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
relax now,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
eating,
Anything goes.
Yeah.
bunning,
Everything goes.
bunning up the plate, and he
Yeah.
must have just bun a big head. Pause and went on the stream and said, "Yeah, Mohamed Salah.
He's
Let me
not
just
world
cause some friction
get
in the
some
world."
literally.
Yeah. He's
Literally.
not world class. And then you use your children as an example.
Even worse.
Like,
Worse.
wait. So, like, let me talk to you from a father who's nurturing his son at grassroots level. If he is a quarter of Mohamed Salah when he's older,
He's making it.
I've done my job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's making it.
Yeah.
I've done my job.
He's making it.
If he gets,
Literally.
And he might even be on 100 grand a week.
he might know. So I don't know what you're talking about.
It made no sense.
Mohamed Salah is a elite, successful football player.
Yeah.
He scored 165 goals.
Mad.
Troy Deeney's made that
career.
much in appearances.
Yeah. I was going to say, his whole career, his whole career, I don't even think.
So what are we doing?
The thing is, Troy Deeney's got about 100 odd goals from League One to Prem.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yeah. But if you've scored as much goals as a
some
man's
of them maybe
appearance,
appeared, yeah.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
We shouldn't even be having a conversation.
We shouldn't. But
To be fair, you shouldn't even be talking about me. Matter of fact, how dare you?
Yo,
Sorry, who?
it was the Kush.
Do you know what the thing is?
It's Kush.
They're going to show it to Salah. Salah's going to go, who's that?
Yeah. It's the Kush.
That's not Jenas.
Right. By the way, as we're talking about Liverpool Football Club,
Oh, now he speaks up.
we have just made it 3-2.
When it was 2-1, you weren't saying nothing.
We've
you know?
just made it 3-2.
When it was 2-1,
while we were talking and interviewing, we were actually 2-1 down.
when it was 2-1, I see Mama look at his phone and went, Gams, what subject's next?
And the scorer was Mohamed Salah.
Mo Salah.
Scored 2 pens. Wow. So now we're on 167 goals of his career. Troy Deeney, respectfully,
Of his Liverpool career.
just chill out.
You jiggy body.
Free. We've got
David
Coote.
Coote. David Coote. I think this is why we're going to win the league. Because the ops are not involved.
Ops are not involved now.
Yeah, the ops are not
Finally.
involved. I take let's keep it a buck. And I don't even think this conversation is about Liverpool. It's about the league. Like a referee has sat down somewhere, been filmed,
Knows he's filmed.
know he's been filmed, cussed out another manager, which is fine.
Yeah,
we all
you
cuss
have your-
managers.
you have your own
I've,
opinion.
Again, grassroots. I've
Yep.
stood on the side. I've cussed my coaches. I've
Yep.
cussed the referee.
Yep.
But when you start putting their nationality in it,
Yeah.
and when you start doing all of that, that's when I know there's more of a
more to-
vendetta.
yeah.
And your job as a referee is to be impartial.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're now biased.
Yeah.
Now you're biased.
Yeah.
You've gone on there and you've outrightly just cussed off the referees. So I'm not going to say all the referees are doing it,
Yeah.
but we know they're a consortium.
Yeah.
Remember that word? I got that word from Cat Williams. They're a consortium.
They all have light-skinned wives.
You know what I mean? They sit around together
Yeah.
and they talk,
Yeah.
and that can actually translate onto the pitch.
Yeah.
Well, it was known, like, especially like when you guys were dead era, where you had the refs that were known United fans or known Arsenal fans
Yeah.
or known Chelsea, and they would
Yeah.
give. And then to the point that they had to start pulling certain referees away for certain games, and
Yeah.
stuff like
Right.
that. Where the famous Mike Dean was Man United's 12th man. Or
Yeah.
this kind of, like, there's always been known to be refs that have favoritism,
Of course.
because it's natural, especially if it's your team and you're natural. Oh, really? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Would you say, like, you're going to do that? But then if you're not going to out and out put yourself live on camera and go, my name is David Coote and I hate Liverpool.
Yeah.
And Klopp here and like, come on.
What are we doing?
Do you know what you've done? You got yourself sacked, you idiot.
He got himself suspended. What I don't like,
But he's suspended without pay.
but what I don't like is the way that Gary Neville and a few of the pundits on TalkSport are just gathering around him. Because when it's Marcus Rashford, and Marcus Rashford has gone to to watch a couple of, you know what I mean? He's gone to America and he's
Private jet.
doing his thing.
Gary Neville's what?
What?
What's Gary Neville?
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, okay.
don't do that.
Marcus Rashford's what? a young successful footballer.
Yeah.
Where's he from? Where's his parents from? Oh, okay.
Okay, and we had the conversation, Ty. I get it. Marcus Rashford ain't playing well, and I understand the theory behind if you're not playing well, why are you going away? But these are still human beings, for crying out loud. Yeah. And he's not doing nothing. Yeah. It's not like he's taking drugs, like David Coote is, and being biased towards other... Bruv, just chill.
You know? Yeah, but you also got to remember, Marcus Rashford is actually someone worth talking about. So when it's like the Pogba thing, when you mention someone's name, whether they're doing good or bad, you get clicks. Yeah. And then... Rashford's problem is he was doing more off the field than he was on the field.
Facts.
So he became an easy target.
Of course.
So and then when you're then acting like a rapper, you're meant to be a footballer, and you look more like a rapper than a footballer.
Yeah.
And you're doing more rapping than football.
Facts.
Shout out Iwobi.
Bro, I had those bars, bro.
Horrible.
Trash. Yeah. No disrespect.
You know, although he scored a screamer, so he made up for it.
I saw the screamer.
He made up for it. He said that was a FU to everyone that said my bars are But back to Rashford, when you're doing more off the field than you are on the field, you make yourself an easy target.
I understand.
So I do get that side of, bruv, do what you got to do on the football pitch first, then go do whatever you want.
But you know what it is? It just feels like that everyone's protecting their political connects.
Of course they are.
Sky is in cahoots with the referees, with the PGMOL.
All right, because then we can go with, all right, it's not always about, we won't go with the whole colour thing, because look at Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Because my man stood up and said, nah, bruv, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Now, this is the last season of Match of the Day.
But at the end of the day...
And he probably said, you know, I'm not doing this no more. I'm out.
Yeah. But I understand it having integrity, man. You have to... And we're talking about referees. If their integrity's gone in the game, we're all screwed. It doesn't matter if you're a Liverpool fan. It's Man United, it's Arsenal, it's all the teams that are in the Premier League. When he's on job, when he's doing his job...
You're going to start wondering.
And he makes it... And especially with all of the VAR stuff that's happened.
And he's going to... And if he makes a decision against you, or he overrides VAR...
You're questioning it all.
Because even if he's right, you're going to be like, well, he's just overriding it.
100%.
He don't like us.
100%. Gams, anything else?
Denzel lipsing up next, man.
Yeah, they deleted the scene in Gladiator 2. Denzel Washington's gone to the other side.
Yeah, but let's be clear. Denzel is so slick.
So has this scene come out?
No. He's slick. So he spoke on it first.
Okay.
Because he knows we're in the age of the internet. And so Denzel was Denzel. But he was smart. Because he was like, oh, you know what? I did this scene. And I'm annoyed that they took it out because, you know, it was him kissing someone. And the production and producer said, actually, we don't want this in the movie. Because actually, you're Denzel Washington.
Yeah, it might be for his career.
For your career. And doing it now at 70, it don't make sense.
You know?
I understand.
It don't make sense.
I get the because the Romans were greasy.
So that's so technically no, it's not even that. Because if you want the full context was he wasn't they
agree.
they only slept with their wives to have babies.
Yeah, like that.
That's what
facts.
But the context of it was the scene is actually he was giving the man the kiss of death because he kisses the guy, then he balls him up. So that was technically what he was doing.
Okay.
But
Dap him up, man.
But you know what I mean?
Do that,
my man. and then nank him. But that wasn't. But he was trying to be smart and trying to be like, oh, I wish it was there. Like he was trying to get in front of it. So if it ever came out, he could be like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, facts.
And him doing that. It's not gone crazy. Like we're speaking of it now, but they're not slating it.
But all right, I'm going to talk for me. I don't care if Denzel Washington kisses a man on screen. It's not affecting my day or time or nothing. And I don't think it's a big flipping deal. The fact that it's been made a big deal is because of the way that it's come out. That's what's made it a big deal.
That's the way. It's almost like the way
you're an actor. You're not. You know what I mean? If I saw him on screen tongue kissing Donnie, I'm like, okay, cool, bruv. You didn't need to.
You've gone too far.
It's unnecessary. You gotta relax. Okay, I know you're an actor and you're passionate, but if it's a peck, bruv, you know what I mean?
It wouldn't have been a peck.
You think it was? You think it was like a tonguing down?
I think it would have been peck.
Well, he said it wasn't. He
said it was like.
He said it was just like a quick kiss on the mouth.
Yeah.
And then he stabbed him.
Will Smith hitch.
Okay.
Lighting.
Yeah.
Not something I would.
I would have personally do it.
But
Really?
But then to be
so
fair,
if you were offered a
to be
movie,
fair,
Don't do that,
I'm gonna be real.
Ghamzeh.
At that point in his career,
Ghamzeh,
it
I'm a
don't
yard
really make
man.
a difference.
Yeah.
Exactly.
you were offered
Yard.
like to do feature in Kendrick Lamar's song.
Don't-
And there's a video that needs to be recorded. And you got
No,
off.
that's foul, guys. Ghamzeh, that's foul. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing
Sorry.
there. Yeah, that's
You gotta
crazy.
do it for the love, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, people, let's wrap this thing up. Listen, round of applause for Larizzle.
Yes.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here, man.
Bro.
Pleasure. Been a big vibe.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Because
man.
this is we have guests on occasions, but since we moved to this new location, you've been like our second guest.
Okay.
And like I think this is a vibe.
Well, technically, we had
Oh yeah.
three guests, but someone didn't press record.
Yeah,
So,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
But
Mad
we're not going to
advice.
talk about that.
Yeah. It's mad. It's mad. Where can people get hold of you? Pause.
Oh, yeah.
He can't. He's gonna start answering his phone soon.
Stop
Watch.
it.
Let people know where they can grab you.
At Larizzle Official on most of the socials,
Yeah.
TikTok, IG. I am Larizzle on X.
Yep.
Larizzle.com is the website. And yeah, man.
Say nothing. Shout out to Jojo Montana the Great. Shout out to
yep.
Ghamzeh the greatest. Man like Ty stepping in. Come on.
Pleasure.
Hey, yo, Drizzy. You better relax.
Hey, Drizzy, hear what I'm saying?
Drizzy.
Go away again.
Yeah.
Gone. Seat is gone.
Yo, whatever you're doing, Drizzy, we salute you. We love you. We miss you. We'll see you on the next episode. Don't forget we're on all DSPs, Spotify, iTunes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and spread love, not war. Where there's war, there's innocent people. Where there's innocent people, there's politics. And our Lord is our Saviour. To all the North, South, East and West people, salute to you. We'll be back in a fortnight. Drizzy and Morgan Show. Peace.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan Show.